who stands tall in every world. Let's go! From the streets of Angel Grove to the Soul Society, he fights with honor, heart, and energy. Adam Park, the ranger with the spark, he's the light that cuts through the dark. As he goes, swings his blade, Gyu stands unafraid. Broly's roar shakes the sky, Dante laughs, time to fly. Johnny Young Bosch, he can morph into anything. Power flows within his voice, let the battle ring. From Morphin time to anime fights, he's the hero burning bright. Johnny Young Bosch, the legend we sing. Yeah, he can morph into anything. Turbo engines roar, CO crystal shine. Black Ranger stands, defending time. Demons fall when Gyu's calm, and Nichigo brings peace with his sword's charm. From devils to angels, from power to soul, every role he plays, he gives it all. A fighter's heart, a hero's soul. In every world, he takes control. No script can hold his destiny. His voice echoes through eternity. 1,000 worlds, a single name. Johnny's fire can't be timed. Johnny Young Bosch, he can morph into anything. Every shout and battle cry makes the heavens sing. From heroes' hearts to anime dreams, he's the power behind the scenes. Johnny Young Bosch, forever will sing. Yeah, he can morph into anything. He's my hero. He's my voice of light. Johnny Young Bosch, fight on through the night. This is Big Rudy Showtime! I eat, sleep, stream. The Rangers send your streams. I eat, sleep, stream. Look into my stream, the future's live, long live. Look into my stream, stay up all night, night, night. Look into my stream, the future's live, live, live. I speak all of the monsters I see. I still feel the darkness on my screen. If you blink, you'll miss the jump and the creep. From Angel Grove to horror dreams for all my squad. This is Big Rudy's energy. The show inside your dreams. I'll hype you with the screams. You're locked in deep. I am the late night fever stream. I put your fears to sleep. I'll keep you in your seat. Brutality. Look into my stream, the future's live, live, live. Look into my stream, stay up all night, night, night. Look into my stream, the future's live, live, live. Look into my stream, stay up all night, night, night. eat, sleep, stream. The Rangers send your screams. I eat, sleep, stream. Look into my stream, the future's live, live, live. Look into my stream, stay up all night, night, night. Look into my stream, the future's live, live, live. Rangers and your screams. I eat, sleep, stream. Look into my stream, the future's live, live, live. Look into my stream, stay up all night, night, night. Look into my stream, the future's live, live, live. Yeah. The night's alive again. Feel it under my skin. Yeah. Something in the dark is calling out my name. Every time the sun goes down, I feel the change. Heartbeat racing like a fire in my veins. Every moment turning pages in the flames. Electric in the air, feel the tension rise. City lights reflecting deep inside your eyes. Lost between the shadows and the skyline glow. This is where the broken hearts ignite the show. I feel the energy burning inside of me. We're gonna set this free tonight. Let's light it up tonight, like a meteor burning through the sky. Won't fade into the night. We're diamonds in the dark, we're gonna shine. Light it up tonight. Let the fire in our souls collide. We won't fall without a fight. So light it up tonight. Yeah. So light it up tonight. Yeah. Turn the lights low, feel the bass in your chest. Every doubt in my head getting laid to rest. We were stuck in the shadows, living half alive. Now we're breaking through the dark just to finally rise. See the sparks in the sky like a signal flare. Every voice in the crowd saying we're still here. Every scar, every loss, turn the spark to a flame. Now the whole world's burning when they scream our name. We were lost in the noise, trying just to survive. Now the sound of the night makes the moment ignite. So we strike like lightning when the beat drops down. Turn the fear into fire when the world shuts down. The energy breaking the chains in me. We're gonna set this free tonight. Let's light it up tonight, like a meteor burning through the sky. We won't fade into the night. We're diamonds in the dark, we're gonna shine. Light it up tonight. Let the fire in our souls collide. We won't fall without a fight. So light it up tonight. Your eyes shining Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Big Rudy Show. You know who I am, Mr. Rudy, the best entertainment center ever. So today, it's going to be a Power Ranger / wrestling content today. So the next one will be half horror, half paranormal stuff next time. But the third one, I need to work on something because it's going to be a graduation celebration. So I need to get some pictures, talk about my story, and much more. How I've become a success going to elementary school, high school, community college, and university. Stay tuned for that. And also, I want to thank everyone for coming in this Friday day. You know, you have something else to do, you know, spend time with family or friends or hanging out, go to, watch a new movie, The Mandalorian, or hang out with your friend, have a nice cold brews. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. But I want to give everybody a round of applause for coming in. And today is the weekend. So the first one I'm going to cover is I like to talk about Funko Pop news. What's Funko Pop going up in value? You know my boy Skittle Rampage. All the time bringing in the great news and Funko Pop going up in value. So, for use, let's go for it.
Today, guys, we have 11 Funko Pops that are going up in value. Everyone, welcome back to a new video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. So we're back with trending Funko Pop news. And if you have no idea what this series is, basically we just talk about a few Funko Pops weekly that are going up in value, and maybe you own them or maybe you don't. And of course, if you want to participate in these videos, you can always leave a comment down below of a Funko Pop you've noticed going up in value. Now, before we get started, I do want to ask the question of the day, which is, do you have a Funko Pop or character in your collection that didn't have a really good childhood growing up? And I'm going to go with Chainsaw Man here. All right, let's go ahead and kick things off with Pop video games. And we have Cellunite Shadowheart here at 1,500 pieces from Emerald City Comic Con. Estimated value around $200 on Pop Price Guide, though it's been selling higher than that, around the $270 to $300 range.
Gosh, that's a lot for that price, Funko Pop? Man, 200 to 300? That's crazy. And I don't know who this character is, what's brand, but oh my gosh, that's a lot of money.
And then as you can see from current listings, some of these may even be sold by now. You do have them around $300 up to $400. So do keep in mind, this pop is from a very popular game. Some of the variations were actually signed as well. Those are going for much higher. I think a few $100s more higher, if I remember correctly. And then it's only 1,500 pieces, so it was bound to be super expensive. And as the stock is starting to dry up, I don't really see this price coming down anytime.
That's why it depends on the limited they made. Yeah. Now we know we have to get the ones or limited to get of the Funko Pop before they're going up in value.
soon, so hopefully you were able to secure it for either retail or a decent price when it first came out. All right, next up from the Boys television series, we do have Kimiko here. So Kimiko's estimated value is around $30. You can see where it jumped up recently and was updated. However, it's been selling higher than that, around the $50 to almost $70 range there. And the current listings, which
Kimiko from the Boys. Wow, because the Boys is I think it's the last season of the Boys. Am I correct, Nate? Yeah. So, wow.
there weren't a ton, $70, $45 roughly, $85 and $40, but you know, it has that international shipping, so it's closer to 70. So Kimiko is one of those situations where she just wasn't restocked. Most places are still sold out, and there's nothing alluding to the fact that we will get a restock. Like, for example, with Entertainment Earth, usually they get in like most pops unless it's not exclusive to them. And that's a good indicator if something is coming back, whether it's on back order or, you know, it has a new pre-order coming up, like a pre-order window. Kimiko is nothing. It's just sold out. Same at Funko Shop, sold out. I don't know if they're going to restock this one, and maybe down the line they will, but for now they are not, which is super weird because we just had the Boys finale and most of the pops have been sold out for a long time. You'd think they'd try to like speed run that to sell a little bit more, but wasn't the case. And obviously Kimiko played a huge part in the final series, so was a little surprised they didn't get more of her sooner. Anyways though, she's looking to be about a $60 to $70 pop right now. Let me know if you own it. Okay, so this next one's a little bit of an obscure one that I forgot Funko even made a pop of, and that was Lara Jean. Estimated value is $14 on Pop Price Guide. It needs to be updated again because she's been selling much higher, around the $80 range. Several sales there, and then currently.
Dang. For $14 and going up in value? Well, I never heard of that before, so not my information. So I'm only gonna collect like heroes, anime, and horror that I collect in wrestling.
Listings of what I could find, there weren't a ton of individual ones, but they did range from $75 up to $100 plus. Now there is another pop in this set, however, he wasn't really going up too much outside of being sold in bundles with her. She's the one that's mainly valuable in that set. And I really don't think Funko is going to restock this. This is just going to be one of those older sets that we don't see any more of. And the scarcity is the reason this one's being driven up. So like I said, a little bit of a random one that most people don't really ever talk about, but let me know if you own it. All right, next up for my anime fans, lots to go over here. We haven't had a lot of anime in a while, so we're going to go over a lot today. This includes Hell's Paradise. We do have the new Gabimaru Funko Shop exclusive chase. So it didn't really have a trending value over on Pop Price Guide just yet. However,
no, I've never seen this anime before, but I need to watch it. Plus, also, it's the chase version. So the chase costs more money compared to a normal one. It's like special collection, special edition.
it looks to be mainly around, I want to say like the $80-ish range. We have an $82 sale, $95, a $69 sale, and a $70 sale. And then current listings were relatively around $80 up to $100 between Mercari and eBay. Though again, I will say, feels more like the $80 to $90 range. Gabimaru is currently on sale over at Funko, so you can save a little bit of money given he's 10% off. You buy 6, you get that guaranteed chase. And it comes out to around like $80 plus tax, so that's where I'm kind of getting that value from. You can literally buy it from Funko right now, though you'll be stuck with 5 regular ones. That's basically the situation you're in. You can either buy 6 and get that guaranteed chase, but you're still paying that higher price, slightly less than what it would be individually on, you know, resale marketplaces like eBay. However, then you have to sell the other ones that you have in the case. So most people don't want to deal with that, so they just pay whatever it's going for. Anyways, though, this is a fairly newer release. I think it just dropped officially last month, so it could go lower than $80, to be honest. Next up for my One Piece fans, we do have the Wanted poster Zoro pop here. So estimated value around $34. It's a little bit higher than that, though. We've had
Zoro from One Piece, and plus the voice actor from him is Christopher. He's the voice actor from Vegeta and Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z. So he played multiple characters for One Piece.
sales over on the right there around $50, $53, $45, and $44, and then current listings range from $50 to $65. Now this one is currently sold out over at Funko, so no idea when it's going to restock, but given it's Funko Shop exclusive.
Well, you can buy it at the store like $35 no matter what. So you pay more money into it.
Exclusive. It is possible that Funko could restock it. One Piece is like their breadwinner. They're always putting out something for One Piece, and it's literally in their top 3 of earnings every single quarter. So I would not be surprised if they restock this down the line. But for now, it's about double retail. All right, next up for my JJK fans, we do have 2 selections today. First up is the Prison Realm Gojo. I'm a little tired.
It's okay, Mr. Skittle Rampage. Everybody makes mistakes, even me, saying the wrong name, wrong character. It's all right, bud.
Goku, Gojo, similar. Anyways, Gojo here is what I meant. The Entertainment Earth exclusive. Recent sales, $50, $53, $42, and another $50 sale. And then current listings do range from $40 to $60 there. So again, this one's about double what retail was going for originally. It's not much more, but it's starting to go up. Currently sold out as well. But JJK is super popular, so they could restock it down the line. But for now, about double retail. Next Jujutsu Kaisen pop we have is Maki Zenin. This is the only pop that she does have. $42 sale there, $50 sale, $40 sale, and $30 sale. And the current listings range as low as...
No, I've never seen this anime show, but it's going to be in my bucket list.
$35 with shipping up to $55. So as I said, this is her only pop that we currently have. She did some big things in Colon Games Part 1, as you guys do know. So that's what's kind of leading to her popularity and value right now with her Funko Pop specifically. It's also sold out at most places, kind of similar to like a Chozo situation. However, they very well will restock this one just like they did Chozo. It's just only a matter of time. Right now, she's expensive though. So I would say if you're looking to sell it, right now is the best opportunity, because also they're eventually going to make another Maki from Colon Games. I don't know what's taking them so long. It's Funko's usual, just let's make it a year later for some reason. But yes, guys, eventually they're going to make a Colon game set. They're going to give us a brand new Maki, and a lot more people are going to want that one versus this one, in my opinion at least. So right now is your best time to get rid of it if you're looking to get a little bit of value and put more money back into your collection with the profit. Okay, next up for Chainsaw Man fans, we do have Aki Hayakawa here. So this one was an Anime Expo exclusive, and it's limited to 5,000 pieces. Does have 2 stickers.
So, Chainsaw Man, this is an Anime Expo. I've been going to Anime Expo the past 6 years ago. 6 times. I went to, like 6 years ago. My bad. See, even I made this. I went to Anime Expo like 6 times. Now I don't go. Last time I stopped going, it was 2019. That's the last time I went to Anime Expo, because it's at LA Convention Center, and there are a lot of people there, and like it's crowded, no room. Yeah, like you just squeeze into it, and people don't really take showers when you go to convention and go. Come on, because we can smell like bad odor. Me and my friend, man, we need to buy like some Axe or body spray them. Oh, I would go pretend I have coffee, but I don't have coffee. I go hot coffee, then the moon away.
Sticker variations, and we're talking about the official white sticker variation.
Oh man.
Today, guys, we have 11 Funko Pops that are going up in value. Hey everyone, welcome back to Anyways, though, this is a fairly newer release. I think it just dropped. When it's going to restock, but given its Funko retail. All right, next up for my JJK fans, we do have two selections to go up. Currently sold out as well. But JJK is super popular, so they could restock it down the line. But for now, about double retail. Next Jujutsu Kaisen pop we have is Maki Zenin. This is the only pop that she does have. $42 sale there, $50 is kind of similar to like a Chozo situation. However,
Oh, I think my internet. Kids, get off the internet!
Later for some reason. But yes, guys, eventually they're going to make a culling game set. They're going to give us a brand new Maki, and a lot more people are going to want that one versus this one, in my opinion at least. So right now is your best time to get rid of it if you're looking to get a little bit of value and put more money back into your collection with the profit. Okay, next up for Chainsaw Man fans, we do have Aki Hayakawa here. So this one was an Anime Expo
Sorry guys, the kids on their vacation, they're using the internet. Get off the internet! But it's alright.
exclusive, and it's limited to 5,000 pieces. Does have two sticker variations, and we're talking about the official white sticker variation. Estimated value around $60. You can see it had a little bit of a jump there this year. Recent sales, though, were around $95, $80, and a $50 sale. And then current listings on eBay, and there's not a ton for this official sticker. $110, $120, $120 again, and $90. And then Mercari was also looking very similar. So, like I said, 5,000 pieces. The stock is split up between the specific stickers. So some were sold online, and then you had some sold at the event itself. That's it makes sense it's going up, especially at 5,000 pieces. Okay, next up for Naruto, we had Itachi, that LE release over the Funko Shop, also limited to 5,000 pieces, estimated value around $95. Selling for higher than that though, $135, $150,
Atashi Ashida. Man, he's my favorite character. My favorite character. There's a bunch of my favorite character, but I don't have him. But I really like his background story for Naruto. Wow, for $95 and going up in value. Jeez. He's a good character, no way.
$75 and $110 sales, and then current listings were around as low as $160 up to $225. So obviously, it's Itachi Uchiha. Who doesn't love Itachi? Super popular character from a very popular show. Plus, it's at 5,000 pieces. Again, same thing as Aki, as we were just talking about. Once the stock starts to dry up, that's when those prices start to go up. Same with Shadowheart, the first one we talked about in today's video. It's just these LE pieces. There's only so much stock out there. So eventually, these are going to rise up when the demand is more than what's available. All right, so the last two pops we have today come from Pop Sports, and we have Tiger Woods here, the cover from Sports Illustrated. Recent sales, $51, $45, $40, and $42. And then current listings were around $45, $50.
Tiger Woods. Can't believe they make a Funko Pop of Tiger Woods. I didn't know that. I think Tiger Woods is still retirement. Playing golf.
yuan. Someone also had one for $131 over in Japan, as well as one was currently on a bid with really high shipping there. So I would say this is around a $40, maybe $50 piece currently. It's not much more expensive than retail. However, it was worth mentioning that it is going up. And another sports one we have is Sebastian the Ibis, is that how you say that? From the Hurricanes here, the mascot line. Estimated value around $65. Recent sales, 65, 80, 65, and 65 there. And then current listings were...
What? They make mascots in sports? I didn't know about that. That's crazy.
Around actually $80. So it's a little bit higher than that as to what it's being listed for. And as I've said before many times, mascot pops always go up. People love their mascots. Well, guys, that wraps up another trending Funko Pop news video. I do want to thank everybody who did actually submit something. I did use a couple of these over from Instagram, so you know who you are. Thank you so much. Also, make sure to leave a comment down below letting me know if you own any of the pops today that we did talk about. I don't actually think I own any of the pops today. No, I don't have any of those anime ones. I go really light on JJK. I don't have a ton of Naruto left anymore. And I don't have the Hell's Paradise set. So yeah, I don't actually have any of these. But let me know if you do. That aside though, hit the like button down below if you did enjoy today's video. And subscribe and click that notification bell for more. I do want to say a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel.
So, what do you think about all this Funko Pop going up in value? Do you have that in your personal collection? Mine? No. I don't have them in my own personal collection. That's the one that's cool. Yeah, the Atachi one? Yeah, it is. I like that add the effect. Like the fire of the energy, yeah. Remember, people. So, like, comment, share. See you on the next video. Peace. All right. Remember, you're here, guys. So, like and subscribe my YouTube channel page, or just leave a comment. All right. Next will be wrestling content. So, this is Angle, another wrestling YouTuber channel. Talking about more wrestling content. So, you know what's going on right now with Agrante Americano and the real person who played Agrante Americano, Cosler. So we're gonna get into that. So this is the Angle Show. And also, don't tell Ariel I'm cheating with him with some other YouTuber talking about wrestling. Just kidding. Anyway, all right, let's go and fair use. So you know.
At 100,000 subscribers, we're giving away this replica championship belt, gift cards, and more prizes. If you guys want a chance to win, go ahead and click subscribe today. Welcome back to the Ango Show. I, of course, am Ango. We got some huge news. A WWE star has been arrested, a huge AEW announcement, and so much more. I want to kick things off with some very interesting news surrounding WWE Made in America. Now, as you guys know, WWE's parent company, TKO, is throwing a massive event for the UFC White House. It's taking place, I believe, on June 14th. I could be wrong on the date, but it's taking place on a Sunday night, the UFC White House card. Obviously, Dana White and UFC have made a very big deal about this. on WWE Raw this past week. WWE even revealed that WWE stars would be in attendance for signings and a photo ops and kind of like a fan fest type of thing. Some top stars are being advertised for that. Well, today WWE has announced a new documentary called Made in America, which will be a special event for USA Network, which will premiere 8 days from now on May 29th. Now, normally I probably...
So WWE gonna make Made on America. So we'll be on the USA Network May 29th, and in the month. Okay, they partner with TKO. TKO is a company that bought WWE from Vince McMahon a year ago or 2 years ago. A year ago or two, I don't remember. But with the partnership, they have UFC and WWE. So certain UFC fighter would be like a guest or a ringside, like with a crowd of people. Or WWE, same thing, to go to UFCs, with the crowd.
Probably wouldn't cover something like this, but I want to talk a little bit about the synergy between WWE and UFC. The description of this new documentary is that Made in America, WWE will explore the evolution of a regional business into a global powerhouse, examining how the company mirrored the American spirit across 5 decades, from the patriotic heroes of the 1980s all the way through the newest generation of superstars, continuing to further WWE's American legacy. The event is hosted by Joe Tessitore. There's a special tribute performance of America the Beautiful by Lillian Garcia. It's going to include interviews from stars like Triple H, Cody Rhodes, Jimmy Hart, The Undertaker, Sergeant Slaughter, Kane, Matt Cardona, Carmelo Hayes, Natty Neidhart, Javon Evans, Lillian Garcia, and Ariel Reshef. There's also going to be rarely seen interviews from WWE archives. So WWE.
So basically, he named all the superstars that going to be in Made in America. Like showed up, and yeah,
he's obviously trying to make a big deal out of this. And I thought it was kind of interesting because we see WWE politically, Triple H is at the White House and things of that nature. Dana White in the UFC targets a very specific audience. And in certain ways, it feels like almost WWE is targeting that same very audience. Now,
so like WWE and UFC have more. I think WWE and UFC have more people to watch, but people like more UFC because it's real fighting compared to wrestling. WWE because it's fake, it's acting, it's script. UFC just go at it. They go. We want to smoke, and they go at it.
I don't know what the connection is here to UFC. I don't know if WWE decided to do this because it was WWE's call. I don't know if this was more of a TKO kind of thing. Obviously, with the United States celebrating 250 years, there's like a lot of, at least in Michigan, I can't speak. I was in New York last week. I did see a lot of American-themed things, but that's New York. I feel like they always have that. But in Michigan, you walk into a local grocery store.
Oh, he's in New York, Arrow. Last week, didn't tell him we want to smoke. I'm the best #1 content creator for wrestling.
Or there's a lot of
Just kidding.
merchandise. A lot of times, people are getting excited for 4th of July. So we're noticing that WWE and UFC as like sports entities, entertainment entities, they're kind of at the forefront of this. I don't really know what to make of it. Obviously, the UFC White House card is going to garner a lot of viewership. So I'm kind of curious to see if WWE is just doing the same thing because TKO sees the marketing behind it. They see the benefits of it, but it is something very interesting to note. I just want to make a quick mention, by the way, nordvpn.com/Ango. You can sign up today, 76% off with 3 extra months, a very, very low rate monthly. Protect your data. Also, as you guys know, WWE content is available internationally on Netflix. So if you guys know what I'm talking about, you might want.
So here, guy, you can get NordVPN. Get your free wrestling content. You say 76% off. Everyone, you should do that. For example,
Want to look into this, trust me, it will save you a lot of time and money. I think we should turn our attention to our next topic, ladies and gentlemen. Big Cass and Enzo. Just yesterday, we were talking about Big Cass and Enzo potentially coming to WWE. I want to provide
Big Cass and Enzo Amore, how you doing? We got something over here, something over there. I don't know, I forgot. It's been a while I use catchphrase for Angle. Not Angle out. Where we go over here? A cup of haters? A cup of haters?
an update. We've heard rumors of Enzo being backstage, and then we heard rumors of Cass having his contract come out of contract with AEW very soon. Well, WrestleVotes on Fightful Select had come out and actually revealed that WWE is interested in bringing them both in as a tag team. So this is a very big update to what we were talking about yesterday.
Well, WWE want to bring them back? Oh, man. Well, that's good, in my opinion, because then they bring up more tag team division, because the tag team division is dead so far, almost. What we got? We got the Uso, the Street Posse, Logan Paul, Austin Fury. I think so far I know of, there don't that much tag team division that much.
I was speculating yesterday based on Cass's contract situation, and then based on the fact that Enzo was backstage for WWE. I personally was speculating in yesterday's video WWE would probably have interest. Now we're getting confirmation that WWE is in fact interested in this. Obviously, you know, Big Cass, he's such a great performer. When he went to TNA as William Morrissey, I just thought, wow, this guy really rejuvenated his career. Then we see him go to AEW, and
what if you could make a song using only your voice? Let's start with the drums.
I can't lie, man. I liked what he did in AEW. I can't sit here and pretend like I don't like it. I can't sit here.
Yeah, I feel like Big Cass in AEW on a different name, but I still call him Big Cass that I know of. And I feel like AEW know how to use them, but they didn't do that much. Like, what's the last time you saw him in AEW? I don't know. It's been a long time I saw him.
And just act like he's garbage. You know what I mean? I think maybe the booking could have been a little bit better. I think you can argue that he could have done a couple more things in AEW. But when you look at TKO as a whole, how do you not look at Enzo and Cass fitting into this company perfectly? You know, you can't. You just simply can't. You can't argue against that. You know, AEW is where the best wrestle. Big Cass is definitely an improved wrestler, but he's an entertainer. There's just certain people that fit better in the WWE ecosystem, and there's people that just fit better in the AEW ecosystem. And, you know, I think Big Cass, while he was handled decently in AEW and TNA, I just think you have to put him with Enzo Amore. And I think for him and Big Cass to come back to WWE, I don't even think they ever won the tag titles on the main roster, by the way. But have them come back into the WWE, feud with the Street Profits, have them feud with the Vision, have them feud with Berto and Garza. I mean, guys, let's just be real. The tag team wrestling focus is not there. But
See, guys, I told you. Really know stuff. Really can see the future of Angle. What are you going to say? That's my first time watching it.
These guys are going to move merchandise. They are going to get the crowd hot. And I'm cool with it, bro. I'm entertained by these guys. And I just think them coming back to WWE is a great move. And I even advocated for Enzo to come to AEW. You know, like there was a period of time where I did, because I just thought these guys are entertaining together and they're going to move merch. And this is just where WWE truly is levels above every other wrestling company. You know, I know the focus isn't always the in-ring stuff, but when it comes to characters and larger than life personalities and then monetizing it, there's not a company out there that does it better. So with Big Cass and Enzo coming back, how can I be mad about it? I can't be mad about it. Tag team wrestling isn't a focus anywhere. And who knows how the booking is going to be. But when those two guys come back, by the way, it is 2026. The last time we seen these guys was like 9 years ago as a tag team. I want to say it was what, 2017?
Wow. 9 years ago. The ball be gone in WWE. 9 years ago. Wow. That's crazy.
Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Ango has lost his goddamn mind, but I'm pretty sure it was like 2017 or 2018 the last time we seen them together. Let's get them reunited. Let's have a feel-good moment. SAWFT soft. All right, guys, that brings us to a huge AEW announcement. We got to talk about it. They've been having a great year, and now they are doing something really cool. AEW and Warner's Bros. Discovery and TikTok are now launching an advanced pre-show on May 27th. That is right.
So TikTok and AEW doing a partnership together. That's something cool.
AEW has made the announcement today with a press release coming out. The host is Arcady Aura and Lexi Nair. They are going to give fans a interactive behind-the-scenes look at the energy, personalities, and build-up before AEW Dynamite goes live on TBS and HBO Max from Philadelphia. Now, with that being said, they are collaborating with TikTok on a special AEW-themed TikTok live event ahead of AEW Dynamite Live Wednesday, May 27th, starting at 6 p.m. This is creating a companion experience designed to bring fans closer to the personalities, energy, and spectacle surrounding AEW. Now, it is titled AEW Advance, and the pre-show will give an all-access pass inside the electric atmosphere at Philadelphia's Liacouras Center before Dynamite airs live on TBS and HBO Max, as the world braces for the fallout from the weekend's AEW Double or Nothing. This event will also simulcast across AEW, AEW on TV, and TBS Network on TikTok. Pretty damn cool. I'm not going to lie. This is the kind of stuff I like. Why? Because I'm also a pretty big TikToker too. And I love TikTok. And I think TikTok is a great app. I think the people over there at TikTok are doing incredible stuff. I think.
Yeah, I would TikTok, but I don't use it that much. But I should use TikTok more for my audience, and I will connect to get more audience to my YouTube channel. I know there are a lot of people who have TikTok. Hey, let's go for it. This is the new year. Time to level up.
For AEW, this is the kind of stuff you need to be doing. Content is everything. I don't know how many times I've mentioned this in the last 20 years, but content is everything. You need to be everywhere. I love creating YouTube content. I love creating 10 to 15 minute long videos. I love giving my opinions on wrestling, right? But also at the same time, too, we know this. We're not stupid. Since the inclusion of smartphones, people have TikTok brain. Not everybody wants to sit through an hour-long live stream. Not everybody wants to sit through an hour-long YouTube video, and that's completely fine. But because of this, because of these devices, TikTok has become really cool, and that's another platform that I use because I understand that people want pro wrestling news and analysis, but they don't necessarily want a 15-minute long video. And so just like AEW, I want to be everywhere. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, YouTube Shorts, Twitch, Kick, live streaming, YouTube Live. Like, you got to be on every platform. And I think for AEW, the plan is to have those relationships with every company so that way you could do something special. And TikTok is obviously.
I agree. her TikTok. I'm moving in now to be a TikToker. Not Tid, a TikTok talker now.
A lot of the younger generation uses TikTok, and the beauty of TikTok too is
Facts. I know this because a lot of people I know they use TikTok to watch more video. When I was doing my internship, I see a lot of teenagers watching TikTok than YouTube. Facts.
that YouTube, exists, and AEW will do their normal pre-shows for YouTube, especially when they do their kickoff shows for pay-per-views. But before a Dynamite, imagine you're just chilling on TikTok. You got this stuff popping up. I think people will be very interested in this. Obviously, for AEW, having that relationship with TikTok is great as well. TikTok, just some of the things that I've been doing with TikTok has led to a lot of opportunities. Now imagine a company who has billions of dollars behind them. I'm sure they're going to get even more opportunities. So if TikTok could change my life, certainly it can help with AEW's. Speaking of TikTok, YouTube Shorts, things of that nature, you guys may have noticed I dropped a breaking news video of Ludwig Kaiser being arrested. Today we got even more details on the situation.
So, Ludwig Kaiser, the one doing A Grande Americano versus A Grande, the real Americano versus the fake Americano. Supposed to be a triple A. This pay-per-view coming up, but it was canceled. I don't know it's canceled or the match, or I don't know what's going on. No, we'll see what's going on. Cause you got arrested in the elevator, gonna fight. He want to smoke with somebody, some guy. So yeah.
Video creators, I just found a software that color grades for you. So I came across Imagine AI.
At 100,000 subscribers, we're giving away this replica champion.
Sorry, guys. I don't know. My internet is going slow.
AEW, this is the kind of stuff you need to be doing. Content is everything. I don't know how many times I've and the beauty of TikTok too is that YouTube YouTube Shorts, things of that nature. You guys may have noticed I dropped a breaking news video of Ludwig Kaiser being arrested. Today we got even more details on the situation. This was obviously crazy breaking news late last night. It was probably like 1 a.m. when the news dropped. And essentially it came out with his mugshot being leaked. What was crazy was that a lot of people actually thought that it was fake. And of course, with artificial intelligence, AI being such a big thing, fake images, fake mugshots, that kind of.
Talking about AI, fake stuff, fake mugshot. So we got the breaking news from last night or 2 days ago. I think last night or not last night, 2 days ago about this.
I think people were pretty apprehensive to believe this. However, it has actually been confirmed to be true regarding Marcel Barthel, aka Ludwig Kaiser, aka El Grande Americano. Now, it was noted on the Orange County Mugshots 2.0 Facebook page and recently booked.
So it happened at Orange County in Florida, not in California, in Florida. Because they're, yeah.
That Ludwig Kaiser was arrested in Florida. Now, with that being said, court documents state that the alleged victim, whose name has been redacted in the article, entered an elevator and was followed by an unknown white male and an unknown white female. They stated that as the elevator ascended, the male and female began acting in a uncontrollably intimate manner, which he described as aggressively kissing. So basically, it was a
So I'm gonna say that a man and a woman went to the elevator and started kissing, and I don't know why. Okay, macking. Put that in the elementary. So I think Kaiser went off. I don't know.
alleged that Ludwig Kaiser and his girl were making out or something in the elevator. Then it turns out, according to the statement, the unknown male started attacking him. So they're saying that Ludwig Kaiser allegedly punched him multiple times and pushed him to the ground. And then he made further threats of additional violence towards him. This event apparently happened in April 23rd. Fightful had reached out to WWE for comment. Basically, the sounds of it is he was in Mexico. He had like an arrest warrant and then came back and turned himself in.
So he got in trouble in Mexico. Then he fled back. Then turned himself in.
There was $1,000 bond. This is obviously a very big deal because we
$1,000 bond. $1,000. It's nothing for the wrestlers, you know what I mean? Oh, 1,000. That's nothing to them.
know El Grande Americano versus OG El Grande Americano at AAA's Noches de los Grandes event on May 31st, mask versus mask. So how does this pertain to his WWE career? How does this impact his WWE career? What is a representative from WWE going to feel about this, right? I think there's a lot of questions here. I think there's a lot of people who are concerned for him. Some people get arrested and then it turns out it's not a big deal. A battery charge, context. I mean, we'll have to see how WWE responds to this. But this is just one of those things, regardless of how you view it, you don't want this sort of thing being, you don't want this sort of thing being talked about. You don't want this guy. This guy's the most over superstar in AAA. He's the most over superstar in WWE.
Yeah, he's popular in AAA and WWE. The fans love him, but what's gonna happen to him next?
He's such a fan favorite. You don't want to hear about this kind of stuff, but unfortunately you are. So we'll see how WWE responds. Ladies and gentlemen, Ludwig Kaiser arrested. For more breaking news, rumors, analysis, make sure you guys click subscribe today. At 100,000.
So that's crazy what happened. So that's a breaking news. So what do you think about Kaiser getting arrested? The Great Americano, or the TikTok with AEW, or Enzo Amore and Big Cass going back to the WWE? Like, comment, share, see you on the next video. Woo! Oh, what's up, Arrow? Hehehehe. Look what we got over here. A couple haters. Working, tell him. I won't tell him. Oh. Angle. Wait, it's fake? Wrestling is fake, guys? I didn't know that. Just kidding. I know that. What got here? A couple haters. SAWFT soft. Case and Enzo, Big Cass and Enzo were great in NXT. Facts. They was good. Cause Triple H had to use them more than Vince McMahon. Cause Vince McMahon is like kind of a joke to the company, but Triple H did them. They're really good talent. They were wherever in the main roster. Oh, every guy his own opinion. This was the 2 night ago. Oh, thank you, Chef Monkey. Chef Monkey, no. The way you got wrestling fandoms here. All right, guys. Next will be a Power Ranger. Remember, like and subscribe. Like the chat. I mean, like the chat. I mean, like the stream, guy. Like the stream and or subscribe. What are you waiting for? It's free. You don't have to pay. All right, guys. You know him. Brandon is the Red Thunder Charger. He's gonna talk about the rewind of the Power Ranger, the video game for use. Is there going to be a part 1? Let's go, Brandon Mejia.
Hey guys, how's it going? Brennan Mejia here, the Red Ranger from Power Rangers Dino Charge, and we have a special guest joining us.
I am not in Dino Charge. I'm wearing it. I'm Steven Zarita. I'm the editor. Hello.
It is a good shirt.
I had to dress appropriately for the occasion.
You succeeded.
Today I'm helping Brennan out, but today I'm also going to be assisting him in the game that we're playing, if you want to.
Yeah. So we're going to play Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind, specifically the Switch edition. So I've never played this co-op. I've never beaten the game. So this is the first couch co-op.
I never played that game before. Should I get it? I think I did. I don't know. Wait, I did purchase. See, it's been a while. When the game went out, like last year or 2, yeah, I think it was last year. But I think I buy it, but I never play it. Oh, I have it on PS5. See, I don't remember stuff. Kind of was busy with school, but Brennan and I are going to talk about the game.
Rendition, second time playing this
Right.
ever. So with all the updates. So let's get into it. Who's that? Who's that?
Now, some people have played this with have not seen it, but you have seen
I have.
once and always.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I played, I had to, they were like, why is Rita a robot? And I was like, okay, well, how much time do you have?
Yeah.
It launches off of the end of Rita's Rewind.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Look how cool that was.
Yeah.
That was like Dragon Ball Z status right
DBZ
there.
fight. I like
Yeah.
this, the way these Zords come rolling in here.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, they totally have proven, even just this, that they can make this an animated series, and it'd
Yeah.
be great.
Like the way this Megazord looks here,
Oh.
the proportions on the face is extremely anime.
Yes.
There it is.
Aha, good.
Now I'm gonna
Yeah, I like the anime they did, and the like with the Power Ranger game, and it's beautiful. There.
we both have our mutual friend Christina.
Oh, yeah, she voices her. I
She
forgot.
is Kimberly in this one.
Yes, here.
So we gotta rep Christina
I'll
here.
rep red because, you know.
You know.
Because you know.
People keep asking, how do we actually get an AI agent on our team? Well, it's easy. Watch how I do it in 60 seconds on Monday. First, tell them
Robo Rita's Palace.
I love that this has all the tricks for how they would do 3D in the 16-bit era. It's
How do
not
you mean?
actually. If you look at the craters, there's a. It's just a bunch of 2D layers behind each other,
Uh-huh.
and as the camera zooms, like you see it in Sonic, When he goes moving around, the background moves at a slower speed than the foreground, and that makes it seem 3D. All right,
we got in there fast. I'm just hitting buttons, trying to remember move sets. I mean, you jump,
your Y
you
button
punch.
is your strike.
Is X a fighter stance?
For me, yes, that's your taunt, and that'll up your special meter.
Oh, I was like, does it actually do something?
Yeah.
Like,
You can up your special meter by making hits, like hitting your enemies, but also taunting, which takes a second or two. So that's supposed to be a cat. So Australian.
Is it?
So I wish that they read the subtitle of the game. They're doing it like the voices. And I can do it.
Yeah, it's the end of it's supposed to be the end of an alternate ending for
Rita's Rewind.
Rita's for Once and Always.
Oh, that's what I meant. This is Rita's Rewind.
They made a comic based off of this as well.
Really?
They made a comic specifically based off of Rita's Rewind, where all.
Oh, crazy! They make a comic book of it. I need to buy it. I have the time in the world. Once I used the time portal to the trouble back in 1993. I will join forces with my youngers. I don't know that word. More beautiful self destruction. You all. I do not like the sound of this. Yeah, there's no way or where that they happen. Sorry, I like reading that.
All of those Rangers go back in time to this era.
Wow.
So it's also a comic based off of Once and Always, because it's Min and Kat and Rocky. And,
they just
and
kind of
Zach and
get the mileage out of it.
Yeah, and they're making jokes like, it's been 30 years. This used to be like my joints.
Oh, yeah.
But
that's fair. Being in my 30s myself, I feel it. I can still do things, but it comes at a cost.
Yeah.
So this is our first time seeing putties?
Right.
Wow.
So this is straight up Day of the Dumpster.
Yeah. Let's do it. This game does not tell you how to play.
No. I do wish the morphing sequence was a little more involved. Like the fan game we played where it cuts to different things, then I like that.
It's interesting how when you do back handsprings and you go backwards, but even going forward, he just turns around and then does back handsprings again.
Oh, does he really? I didn't notice that.
If you hit the dodge button.
Now, have you ever been to Vasquez Rocks? The area where the command center is supposed to be?
No.
You seem like you enjoy a hike.
I do.
If you ever look at it might be a far drive, but it's a good hike.
Is it in Santa Clarita? Where is it?
It's around Santa Clarita, yeah.
Okay, that's where I film NCIS.
Okay, so you could maybe, if you have extra time
just
before
go
or
up
after,
there by myself.
Yeah, it's just wild because you can look up at it and go,
it's about to get one. Sorry, it's a reflex.
Reflex.
Speaking of Santa Clarita, that where I work now on NCIS is the studio is where they filmed Mighty Morphin.
Yeah, man, I know they would never approve this, but I think such a good video would be, let's tour where the juice bar and the command center use. But it's just they're like, we're trying to do our own operation here.
I wish.
Yeah.
I don't have enough clout for that kind of thing. So X, what does it have? What does it do? I don't want to waste it. Is it
that just clears your screen. It's your special. Okay. So when there's a bunch of putties,
use it.
But
for now, don't.
I say you don't want to hold on to it too long. You don't want to get to the end of the level and go, I didn't even use it once.
That's fair.
You want to use it maybe twice per level. There's enough time. But you also want to coordinate. We don't both want to hit it at the same time.
It's just a waste.
Because it's a waste, yeah. So you want to call it like, I'm using it.
Okay. I'm using it! Like that?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Perfect.
Great. That's a move that wasn't in the TV show.
I think I can share this story. In 2024, I was at a convention in LA, and they had a demo for this game. And the game had already been announced, so I saw the demo, and I said, I'm trying this out. And it was just this first level here, and I had a blast.
It could be Power Morphicon 2024. The game was released. Not released, but the demo.
And I don't remember if it had any voices, but not far from where the demo was, I went to Christina V's table. She didn't have a huge line yet. And I was just catching up with her, and she was like, how are you? And I was like, I'm great. I just played that new Power Rangers beat 'em up game. And she looks at me and goes, oh, I hear the Pink Ranger's got a cool voice. And I looked at her and I was thinking, okay, I get what you're putting down here.
Yep.
And,
She never gave anything away.
She didn't give anything away.
I
She
think
just
that
told me that
story
Pink
is
Ranger
totally
had a
fine.
cool voice.
And she is correct.
And she did have a cool voice.
Yeah, that cool voice that you can hear in many different shows, actually. Like Sailor Moon, right? She's in that?
She's in Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
She's in Ladybug.
Ladybug. She is
Yeah,
Ladybug.
She is Ladybug.
Yeah, not just in it.
Yeah.
She is it. She's in Hunter.
Hunter.
Yeah, she's Killua, right?
I think so.
I'm
The
pretty
kid,
sure.
right?
Yeah,
The kid.
Killua.
She's a pig in another show. Maybe also Hunter. There's like a little talking pig.
Is that in Seven Deadly Sins? She's that.
I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah. I'm using it.
Do it. That's Christina's voice. Are there any other buttons to attack, or is it literally just?
It's literally those 4, and then you can just combo things up, like do your dodge and then hit, or jump and then hit,
Gotcha.
and then you'll get.
We only have 1 life left each. We gotta fight more strategically.
Okay.
So, you know, Christina played one of the Sailor Moon character, Hunter x Hunter, Seven Deadly Sin. But I only watched Sailor Moon back in the days, but I know they're new voice actors for Sailor Moon.
We couldn't have handled hard enough. Okay, you can kind of sprint.
Yeah,
yeah.
double tap is a sprint.
Okay. Sleeping potion.
Right, so there's a bunch of Easter eggs from the show, just in trash
That's not
cans
an
and
item
things
we can
throughout.
use
No,
on
it's
them?
just something you kind of get a little trophy case at the end. Like, wow, you found the sleeping potion from episode 7.
Whoa!
Where Kimberly has a bad dream.
Is that
or
what it's
something like that.
There's
I
food. Do you
forget
need
where the
food?
sleeping. Yeah.
Eat the food. Heal yourself.
Oh, we know this guy.
Gold.
You fought this guy.
Yeah, I just had a
You
convention with
also,
him.
yeah.
Literally
You
over
also
the
worked with
weekend.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, with him and Jason Pont and Brandon, SPD Red too,
Oh, I'm using it.
and Santa Maria. Did it do it?
Actually, I should have waited now that because I remember the levels. The time disruptor. Oh,
Yes.
maybe we can pull it off.
Together, we just punched the thing, right?
You punch the thing, and every 10-ish seconds it rewinds. That's the name of the game.
Oh, whoa!
It rewinds a bit. And the nice thing is it gives you any power-ups that you used up in the last 10 seconds or so. Oh no, I just lost mine. If I'd waited 2 more seconds. But I would have gotten that power-up back, so then I could have just matched it 5 times, you know?
Oh, because it wasn't within 10 seconds, so you did it?
Right.
Gotcha.
I love I don't know who made the rule. I first noticed it in Ninja Turtles.
What rule?
Beat 'em ups, but the putties of different colors, they're the same. They just changed the shading, the colors on the sprites, and the purple ones are stronger than just the normal gray.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And
mean
in the old
Turtles in
Power
Time?
Ranger games, yeah.
Yeah.
Turtles in Time, I think they definitely did it before any Power Rangers games did it.
Turtles in Time was a great game.
Turtles in Time is a fantastic game.
The levels aren't overly long, as
Right.
you guys
I
can tell.
appreciate it. It's a good pace and it's a good length.
Yes. It's not like a game where you have to invest, months into, which is good and bad. When you play like
There's a place for both.
Breath of the
kinds.
Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, but goodbye to your friends groups.
Right.
For a while.
I do love. I can only have.
Yeah, that's very cool. They're playing a video game. Hey, if you stuck on some level, here's some techniques to beat the next level.
The 1 or 2 of those long games at a time. Now there's a good Easter egg on this billboard here. Visit Reefside. That's where Tommy goes to live around the time of Dino
They
Thunder.
should say Amber Beach.
Yeah, I stayed here looking more. Are they going to say things like Amber Beach or Silver Hills or
I mean, Amber Beach
Any
wouldn't
other
make sense
many?
because it's a different dimension, but
where does Amber Beach in America in that universe? Is it also California?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, it feels like
Because they could, I get just since the footage
West
comes from
Coast.
Japan, they always have to be by a beach, because they just cut to the ocean so often.
Yes,
with the footage. But you never see them going, oh, this one's Seattle,
No.
this one's New Hampshire.
Oh, off the ledge again. Get the food. Yeah, no, my guess is California somewhere.
Right.
Where in California? I don't know. Maybe more Northern California. 'Cause
Yeah.
It seems more naturey than I feel like you get when you're too close
the
to
trees
LA.
are definitely
Yeah.
more of that in Northern California.
Yeah.
I give this game so much credit for including the Tenga Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Just because Mighty Morphin obviously gets all the attention of all the Power Rangers.
Yeah, Power
But
Rangers.
even then,
is-
it's usually season 1 and kind of 2.
Mhm.
Lord Zed. The Tengas are just kind of on the cusp of. Do people remember this?
100%. No, I didn't even remember they're in the show. I just remember them from the movie.
Yeah.
The Tonga Water remember in the movie and in the TV show, the Jedi rise.
What season are they in the show?
Season 3.
Are they in the Sentai?
No, not at all.
They were
They're
created for the
completely
movie.
American.
Yeah.
Yeah, they created it for the movie, and I think they had to rebuy.
So, fun fact: they're on a Sentai, on the America version of the Tangled Waters.
The rights from Fox Studios, the movie company, even though it was Fox Kids.
Yeah.
And that's why they still change things like the name. But
Yeah, because I was gonna say, they don't reference them at all as being
no,
Ivanhoe's related.
Ivanhoe's never shows up. That's why Ivanhoe's never shows up in the comics, or it's kind of amazing we're even able to get the morphers from the movie.
Yeah, because Fox didn't want to play.
Yeah, maybe.
But I feel like there would be a money deal to be made. I don't know.
License. Maybe the toy licensing is different than the media licensing.
Ivanhoe's would be cool to bring back as a villain.
Throw him in a comic.
Because what was his backstory again?
Oh, something like 6,000 years ago, Zordon and Dulcia and some others had to fight him and trapped him in that egg that's underneath Angel Grove.
Yeah.
And the implication might even be that's why Zordon is in Angel Grove in the movie, why he's near Angel Grove, he's keeping an eye on that egg. Whereas in the TV show, he's kind of near Angel Grove because he's near Angel Grove. It's just where he happens to be.
Yeah. The good guys are here.
We're not backing down.
Should we voice act these things next time?
On the next level, maybe, yeah.
I'm doing it! Does that even hurt him? Oh, it does.
It doesn't, it hurts him, but it doesn't outright.
It's like fighting Ganondorf in Super Smash Brothers. He has super armor on, and your hits don't, get him to stagger at all.
Which Smash is that? Or just in any of them?
The latest one, too.
Okay.
But like the bigger characters like Bowser and Ganondorf, when you hit them, it doesn't throw off them hitting you back. Unless it's a really strong hit. And that's how he hits us, and we physically move back. But hitting him, now we're getting past the super armor. But when he's charging up, it feels like we can't.
Yeah, he definitely has, I don't know, you call them stages, but there's certain points where, and all the bosses are like this, where you can't hit him. You just have to wait. The timing is part of the strategy.
No, there's parts where, what I mean by the super armor, you can still hit him, and it still does damage, but he doesn't, his animation doesn't change when he's preparing an attack.
Okay, yeah. But then moments like this, like I can run up and hit at where he is, it literally will not register a hit. Exactly. We got to get the putties first.
Yeah. Let's do it.
It's almost down.
Let's get him. Tyrannosaurus Rex, Power Ranger Red.
Pterodactyl, power. Oh, we got him.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, you fall in slow motion.
And that's the end of him, and we'll never see him again.
Never.
As you know in Power Rangers, you only live once.
Oh, okay. So we get higher rankings if we would have beaten it faster and no
time. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, which stat do you want to increase?
We can do stats?
That is new. That is new after the update. After that
I totally just skipped that. What did I put my stat in?
Oh, probably strength. It was probably the first one.
What are our choices?
Strength, defense, speed, I think.
Okay. Yeah. I seriously just skipped it because that was not a thing the last time I played this game. Run! Run! And fly.
And fly.
I like how the T-Rex is winning that race. Oh, how do I shoot again? Okay.
The hit button.
How do you aim? You just use a stick?
Yeah. If you destroy little buildings and rocks and structures, you get
items,
those coins, and then those coins power up your super jump.
Oh,
nice.
You don't have to go.
Yeah, I forgot.
I didn't get any of those power-ups, by the way.
Oh, no, they're all over the place. I think the double, much like in Star Fox, I think the double lasers are
That's
better.
what I was going to, but you grabbed it, which is totally cool, but I just didn't grab any, and then I tried to go to the other one, and I missed it.
There you go, missiles.
Now I got missiles. You just hit
is
the normal
also
button,
yeah. This is also kind of a bit of a Star Fox type. I'm talking Star Fox on the Super Nintendo.
Yes.
Kind of.
Do we want to stop them from stealing those? Do we care?
Yeah, you just get more points. It doesn't really affect much.
Oh, I missed the health. Oh my gosh. See, that's what we're talking about. Things happen so fast.
Yeah,
it's a game like this has a lot of replayability because you're like, oh, the thing I should have grabbed and the thing. It's hard to see the little laser things.
Yeah, this is where actually the pterodactyl, it's easier to jump than to fly under and over these things.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go to the right.
Okay, I gotta jump.
There we go.
Good job. Oh, he's
Yeah,
drawing.
you gotta jump over those fissures.
Doing it. Doing it. Nope, I didn't do it.
So a couple more good hits.
Yep.
There we
Got it.
go.
Let's show him, team. We need Megazord power now.
Right.
Let's do this. Lou, what? You know I never learned how to draw.
When we hit the pothole, I was worried we'd be stranded for hours.
Right. I do love that Megazord, or I love the swagger that the Megazord has on this walk here. Yeah,
He's ready.
he's
ready for the smoke.
You're probably up first. Yep, you're up first.
How do I do this again?
Rush up to him and then just hit Y. You gotta alternate. Bang. Left, right, left, right.
Did I win?
Yep.
Now what do I do?
Then it switches to me and I gotta do the same thing.
Oh, you have to dodge too?
I'll probably have to start dodging, yeah.
And you just hit to the left? Is this you or me?
This is me.
Okay.
Takes me a
Dodge!
second.
Oh, no! Where's our health bar?
It's less about health. It's more if I take 3 hits, then my turn's over and it goes to you.
I'm a Power Ranger! Get out of here!
I mean, it makes sense why you're doing better than I am. You have experience in this.
I do have experience.
It's on your resume.
Ah!
Defeats giant monsters.
Yeah. Still has time to work at a cafe.
Oh. Oh.
Get in! No, dodge! Get in there!
Oh, we lost the charge.
The charge?
Yeah, you have the second meter full, but if we get hit too many times, we lose the. We're trying to charge up the
Oh,
power sword on
that's
the
how it
top.
does it? This is never gonna end! So, I do like this game, but I think even with the updates, they could have changed a couple things.
Boom, 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 boom,
Get it,
boom,
get it,
boom.
get it, get
All
it.
right, there we go. Yeah, if you can get a good.
Combo
Yeah, so
going.
you're up. Oh, wait, I
no,
got
I'm
one
not.
more.
It's still
One
you.
more. Just got hit one more time. That was misleading.
Watch
I
out,
see
watch
there's like 1 pixel left.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh,
You're getting
see,
it.
I was right there.
Dodge. Get it.
There we
you
go.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
There's like that 1 clear pixel on the meter.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't say it's hard. It's just you have
It's
to
very
be so
specific.
delicate.
Very
Yeah.
specific. Yeah.
Just gotta slow down.
Nice. We're getting the hang. We're getting the hang of it.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Okay, you got one.
Okay. Yeah, we know. You throw fireballs. We get it. I was just hoping. he was
That
gonna
was a
be-
cheap
yeah.
shot, Goldar.
I
Right
was
in
like,
his
let's
face.
go.
Right in our face.
Okay. Just let's in.
Get him.
That right doesn't want to go. They don't do that one first. Nope.
Oh no, it's literally this one. Why? It's down here.
Oh, I'm hitting the wrong
Yeah,
button. I was like, why is this never working?
boom, boom. Look,
Yeah.
and then okay, one more hit.
Yeah.
Same thing that happened with me.
Hitting the wrong button messes you up.
That'll do it.
Yeah, I was hitting YA, not YB. And I just thought I was missing. Your turn, right? Yeah. Get him. Finish the job. Yeah. This is it. Keep going.
I gotta get one more hit.
One more's true. Here it is. Go.
All right. We're gonna mash. We're gonna mash the attack button. Doesn't matter which one.
Okay.
I think. But that's how we charge the
Sword.
power sword. Yeah.
He's like, not my left hand, my right hand.
I think that's accurate to the show. I think he switches up his hands on the show when he grabs. Okay.
Really?
Yeah. All right. And boom. All right. Mash. Y button. Y button. Ah!
Well, guys, that took us through 3 levels.
That was 3
I
levels.
think, which
About a fifth of the game.
Yeah. So I do like the updates in the sense that A, there's now co-op, and B, you can give yourself
Power ups, stat increases.
Yeah, it's cool.
Customizing. Yeah.
Haven't gotten to the level that wrecked me when I tried doing this by myself on my Twitch stream yet, but
Oh, that's coming up, but
Yeah,
not in
but-
this video.
not in this video. But yeah, if you guys have played the game, let us know what you think and
Yeah.
what you would like to be added to this, or if you want a Dino Charge or a Dino Supercharge game, what you would put in it as well.
May the power protect you.
May the power protect you!
What do you think about Branemy is playing with his editor, the Power Ranger Rewind? Should I play that game and do a live stream to react it? Like, comment, share. See you in the next video. Peace. Alright, guys. One more wrestling content. Then open one pack of trading cards, and we're going to the main event. Jesse David Frank, and it will be and then people want to come up. I will hit the link. All right, guys. So, a video. So, you know the Arrow Show. Number one YouTube content creator of wrestling. Do not tell Angle, all right? So he talking about friend from the channel, talking about Asuka and the WWE static and update about her career. Ever said it? Welcome to the T drop. No subbury, no subbraver. If I do it correctly. Yeah, Jeff, you know what to do. We have to promote Arrow. Friend from the channel. And it's fair use.
So, guys, where were you when this woman unfortunately took her, for now, last bow in a wrestling ring? Were you there when Io Sky raised her hand? Were you there when she pressed her forehead in appreciation of Io and held her before she left? Did you see her wave? Many people were cheering. We won Kyrie. Many people were.
Yeah, I remember watching Io Sky won against Asuka at WrestleMania. Then, no WrestleMania, at Backlash. What's the WrestleMania? Backlash, my bad. So talking about Backlash, Io Sky won against Asuka.
We're wondering what John Cena was going to say that night. What was his big surprise at Backlash? But no one expected this to happen. In all honesty, I don't know who did. Obviously, we had that one cryptic post, as Asuka always.
Oh yeah, let me say something. That match was great. Better than the man match at Backlash.
Does cryptic posts about her talking about "This Is the End" or something like that, Frank Sinatra song. But we were all in curiosity last weekend and wondering what was going to happen, and we found out this past Monday what was the story. So without further ado, welcome to the Tea Drop.
What if there was a song?
That I never finished.
Let's finish it.
In middle school, I wrote a song and I never got.
Is
the tea drop need a little break, though. You need to drink his little tea. Anyways, continue.
Our story update on Asuka's goodbye. Is it a final goodbye or is it a toodle-doo till next time? Without further ado, let's get into it. 12 years ago, a woman walked into NXT and she...
Oh yeah, I remember Asuka walk into NXT. She was on winning her matches. No one can beat Asuka. She said no one is ready for Asuka. So, how she has the longest record than Bill Goldberg. Bill Goldberg is pissed about it. Can she break Bill Goldberg record of winning streak?
She stopped losing. She didn't lose for over, I think, 900 days or so. She built a division into a new image in NXT, became champion. She had a streak that only got broken once she left, meaning she never lost in NXT. She had to drop the title because no one could take it away from her. And then she moved on to the main roster where she eventually got her first loss. No one can break the streak besides her, effectively, when it came to NXT. Rewind forward to a Saturday night in Tampa. After her match, what seemed to be is that she stopped wrestling. She quietly, sadly, in tears, said goodbye without a single graphic on the broadcast to tell you what we were watching or what was happening. Now, this match itself was beautiful. Student against teacher, Empress against the woman she handpicked years ago in Japan. Io, over the top, clean 3 count. But the match isn't the story. The story is what happened after the bell. Asuka didn't get up. Io lifted her up. They stood at the center of the ring, forehead to forehead, in the hard cameras, the ones that frame every Mania moment, every title change, every rock cam, whatever. Hard cameras looked away from it. You had to find the goodbye on a fan cam when it came to her saying goodbye. But you had these last images to tell her story otherwise. But anyway, some people were recording this video as I was sharing before. This video. She waved to the crowd, saying her goodbyes. This is something we never saw unless you had a fan. Shout out to...
Yeah, she ran back by to her fan. Maybe it was up to her. She probably gonna pass the torch to Io Sky or take a little vacation time in Japan. But I know she have a YouTube channel.
Alan owns for getting this clip for us. She waved to the crowd and said her goodbyes. Now, why would the company do that? Would they give a silent goodbye for Asuka when they've given such great goodbyes to other wrestlers? Asuka was a big female wrestler in the WWE. She's done many things. She had an amazing run in WWE. But why wouldn't she get similar situation like everyone else? So let's talk about it further. Now, 2 days later, Dirt Sheets dropped the word, even before Raw happened. They wrote that she was semi-retired, and the internet ran with it like they always do. And some of them went crazy with a press release saying that she is semi-retired, saying Asuka was done, Asuka was gone, Asuka was out, yada, 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 yada. And I talked about this, and I pretty much said last week when I talked about it for everyone to let it rest. We will find out when it's time to find out, and then we can talk about it. So let it sit, enjoy that moment, and we will find out what happens on Monday, or maybe Friday Night SmackDown. Luckily for us, we found out on Monday. On Monday, yeah. Now, before we even get to Monday, that same source also gave you that semi-retired said in the very next sentence that he didn't know what it meant. So obviously, Wrestling Observer said that. For her specifically, they didn't know. Does that mean she goes forever? Does she get a Lesnar part-time schedule? Does she go 2 matches a year like a certain dead man we know? Does she get a coach role? Does she go to Japan and return there? Nobody knew, including the man that put this word out that drove the internet crazy. Now, semi-retired is a corporate fog that WWE is using, in my opinion. It's the in-between word the business uses when the talent doesn't owe you an answer just yet. It doesn't trigger contract obligation. It doesn't kill merch sales. It keeps every door open and tells you nothing, because we don't know what the future is. So that's the best thing to do. Now that's the
Yeah, I feel like how Asuka, maybe she need a break for wrestling, or depend her contract, depend on TKO. We don't know the future of Asuka's career. I think I fast forward.
had to find the goodbye on a fan cam when it came to her saying goodbye. But you had these last images to tell her story otherwise. But anyway, some people were recording this video as I was sharing before. Whoops. I was sharing before this video. She waved to the crowd, saying her goodbyes. This is something we never saw unless you had a fan. Shout out to Alan Owens for getting this clip for us. She waved to the crowd and said her goodbyes. Now, why would the company do that? Would they give a silent goodbye for Asuka when they've given such great goodbyes to other wrestlers? Asuka was a big female wrestler in the WWE. She's done many things. She had an amazing run in WWE. But why wouldn't she get similar situation like everyone else? So let's talk about it further. Now, 2 days later, Dirt Sheets, being Dirt Sheets, dropped a word even before Raw happened. They wrote that she was semi-retired, and the internet ran with it like they always do. And some of them went crazy with a press release saying that she is semi-retired, saying Asuka was done, Asuka was gone, Asuka was out, yada, 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 yada. And I talked about this, and I pretty much said last week when I talked about it for everyone to let it rest. We will find out when it's time to find out, and then we can talk about it. So let it sit, enjoy that moment, and we will find out what happens on Monday, or maybe Friday Night SmackDown. Luckily for us, we found out on Monday. On Monday, yeah. Now, before we even get to Monday, that same source also gave you that semi-retired said in the very next sentence that he didn't know what it meant. So obviously, Wrestling Observer said that. For her specifically, they didn't know. Does that mean she goes forever? Does she get a Lesnar part-time schedule? Does she go 2 matches a year like a certain dead man we know? Does she get a coach role? Does she go to Japan and return there? Nobody knew, including the man that put this word out that drove the internet crazy. Now, semi-retired is a corporate fog that WWE is using, in my opinion. It's the in-between word the business uses when the talent doesn't owe you an answer just yet. It doesn't trigger contract obligation. It doesn't kill merch sales. It keeps every door open and tells you nothing, because we don't know. What the future is. So that's the best thing to do. Now that's the story here. The fog is the story. The fog is the strategy, and the fog is hiding the receipt that breaks down the whole retiring math wide open. Remember 2024, just so you know, when it comes to Asuka, that is the time 2 years ago, Asuka sat down with WWE and signed a new long-term deal. Long-term, the standard at that window, we don't know. Might be the typical 5 years that I've heard about online. Now do the math. If she signed in summer 2024 and she has a typical 5-year contract extension, we are talking about her leaving around
So Asuka signed her contract. It's a 5-year contract, but we don't know what the contract is about.
She is on paper under contract for 3 more years, at least at minimum, unless they decide to release her, or who knows. Now, as far as we know, she is not released. She's not being bought out by another company. She's not a woman that's even walking away from the company. She's just a woman who's taking time. She's never taken time unless the one time she got injured. She's never taken a break. The division's in good hands. If the freaking...
That's true. When Asuka was injured, that's the only break she got, but she worked her butt off all the many years in WWE, but she never took a break. I think the best way is that she needs to take a break. 'Cause a lot of superstars take breaks, but she was the hardworking woman.
writing team does a good job with it. They don't need her at this moment, so she can take time. The employer is privately telling reporters the belief is she hasn't wrestled her last match yet, with clues, subtle clues, without telling anyone. Now, as I laid the rest of these information flat, let's bring up the fact about Asuka. She is 44 years old. She is working back from a knee injury she had a few years ago. She is, of course, a mom. She has a Japanese passport, which means a return as Kana even one night is a franchise-level story waiting in the chamber. She probably has to also renew her visa. Who knows? Add it up. What you get isn't retired. What you get maybe is a part-timer at this point. Maybe she's going to be part-time. She's going to focus on more important things in her life at this moment. And that's it. She is focusing on her family. Family first. Now,
facts. Put this. Families come first. I didn't know she have a kid. That's something new for me. Maybe she needs to take a break for that wrestling to see her family.
Here's where some of the stuff that I think annoys me about the dirt sheets. These people who share, they're saying that people who share a ring with her told the story themselves. Io posted that the moment the match ended, her heart was filled with all sorts of emotions. Bailey reposted with love and said the same. Charlotte commented, Big E publicly stated in the post-show and asked if Asuka was finished with the company. When the locker room is posting goodbye energy tributes the night of the match, the locker room knows something, I guess. Sometimes they are the primary source, not me, not even dirt sheets, not even a podcast. The people who hugged her, the people who did posts about her, could be the ones that telling you the story without telling you. Now, to add one more thing to this, which is something that I think the community keeps circling about. 3 weeks before Backlash at the Hall of Fame and the red carpet, Asuka sat down with Kairi, two friends sitting on one of WWE's biggest weekend for the Hall of Fame. They share one more moment before leaving. Ironically, we all read it as one simple hanging out. We didn't know that would be the last time we see them at a big event, which is unfortunate, but it might be just temporary. So everyone don't cry yet. Not just yet. Here's the part that I'm going to probably get people pissed off about, because I guess that's what I do best, piss people off. WWE's most undefeated woman said goodbye at Backlash for now. No Mania main event, no farewell tour, no coronation. She still hasn't been Queen of the Ring. She broke character because nobody probably booked her to do it. She decided to do it, just like Brock. Make that make sense. Is this something new going forward when it comes to WWE? For wrestlers to just leave, break character, and do their thing. But maybe it's something else for her.
Same thing happened to Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. But he came back. Cause I think he's gonna retire pretty soon. In SummerSlam, like his hometown, or when he first started in Minnesota.
Maybe she will get the part-time Brock schedule. Maybe eventually she comes back, has a few matches, and maybe she does the AJ type or Cena type farewell tour. Maybe she'll do a weird ass match like Taker's Boneyard match to retire. We won't know. We will just have to see and find out. Now, she is a private person who probably would have turned down a tour anyway. She will probably just stick to a classic way for a wrestler to say goodbye. And it makes sense with the way she is as a wrestler. But the company still owe it to her to do what she wants to do as a retirement. We won't know yet. But anyway, hopefully when she comes back, they give her a better booking. Her booking's been a little off. It's been okay. It wasn't until they did this senpai story that it was cool. I do have a cool theory that I want to talk about in a future video about Asuka and her evolution as a character in the WWE itself. I have theories, and it's a theory story, so that's why I want to do it separate from a live stream. So just be in mind for that future video. But she has done so much in her career that I feel she earned this. So I hopefully when she does come back, she gets what she needs. I don't think she is done. She is not at least done for now. She is done for now. She's still under contract until maybe 2029. She is just taking personal time, guys. The next time you see her, and you will see her, it'll be on her own terms. Maybe she'll be a surprise Rumble entry. Maybe she'll come back at Mania. Maybe she'll come back if WWE does a show in Japan, or maybe a tour in Japan. She just pop up like that. You never know. Or maybe she does never show up. And any of those are an honorable answer for a 44-year-old former champion working back from her injury and just wanting to have time with her family. So anyway, I don't think she wrestled her last match. I believe if she is going to leave, she's going to have one more last goodbye. But if she has, then this was the most quietly powerful goodbye the women's division has ever delivered. Nothing fancy, no tour, no hashtags, no graphics, just a bow, a hug, a wave, and as always, because of it, nobody was ready for Asuka. We still aren't. But anyway, 3 questions as always, and let me know in the comments. 1, do you think it's a real retirement? Maybe a
No, she's just taking a break.
Lesnar style pivot, or maybe something set up differently entirely, maybe a specific tour. 2, did WWE owe her a Mania farewell? Yes or no?
Yes, a Mania farewell. I think that.
No? Let me know in the comments. 3, one comeback match anywhere on the calendar. Who you think will be her opponent for that last match? Let me know in the comments. And as always,
Kyrie Saint. I'm guessing Kyrie Saint.
if the T hit right, hit the like and button and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Cody Gunther.
So what do you think about this Asuka? Is it retirement or is she taking a break? What her updated? Answer the free question at Aerostream. Like, share. See you in the next video. Peace. Whew. Alright guys. Take a little break of the video. It's time. Let me change the background because it look blurry. So I have some Dragon Ball Z cards, training cards. I got Vegeta and Goku. Instant Goku. But I'm going to open one. What should I open? Goku or Vegeta? And they're $8. But I'm going to do one. Type in the chat. Goku or Vegeta? So for only Chef Monkey, only one answer. All right. So it's the ultimate. So we got Gohan, Chasu, Son Goku, we got Baby, we got the little green guy, look at his name. We got Hercule, we got Goten, we got Lord Beerus, we got Vegeta, we got Bodity, and we got Holographic, Overweight, and Gohan. And that's it. All right. All right. Well, I taking as a break. I need to go to use the restroom.
I could play the background. I could play the background. Cause I know sometimes I get in the way. So won't you take the lead? So won't you take the lead? And I could play the background, and you could take the lead.
Yeah. No more hand records, no more fake friends. Too many people switch when the story ends. Keyboard warriors typing like they know me. Talking real loud, but they never really show me. Money is the root of all evil, I seen it. People lose their soul every day just to reach it. Smiles turn fake when the cash starts speaking. Hearts grow cold when the jealousy creeping. I got new friends, they believe since day one. Stay right beside me when the dark nights come. Never switch sides when the battles weren't won. Now we thank God for the things he's done. Only person that I trust is God above. Everybody else change when life is rough. So I keep my faith and I walk with love. Even when this whole world ain't enough. I could play the background. I could play the background. Cause I know sometimes I get in the way. So won't you take the lead? So won't you take the lead? And I could play the background. And you could take the lead. I seen envy turn brothers into strangers. Seen fake love bring nothing but danger. Everybody wanna act tough on the internet, but real life pain got a different effect. So I stay focused, keeping God first. Even through the stress and the hurt. Every lesson in life gave me worth. Even when I fell, buried in the dirt. No more fake smiles, I can read lies. Too many masks hiding real eyes. But I still pray for the lost soul. Trying to fill emptiness with gold. Cause money can't save you when your spirit weak. Can't buy peace when your heart can't sleep. That's why every single night I seek God's voice every time I speak.
When the world turns dark, you still light my way. When my faith feels weak, you help me stay. Through every storm, you never leave. So I give you all of me and let you lead. Now I could play the background. I could play the background. Cause I know sometimes I get in the way. So won't you take the lead? So won't you take the lead? And I can play the background, the ground, and you can take the lead.
No fake friends. No keyboard warriors. Only God I trust. You take the lead.
Alright guys, I'm back and we're gonna go to there it is. Friend from the China, Mean Green, talking about her Ranger Stop and Pop, Atlanta 26. Friend from the China for use. So she's going to show some pictures and her experience. I know she's been to a lot with DJ Colin, his husband, and multiple time Ranger Stop and Pop. Let's check it out. Yeah, I don't know if it's copyright music. Man, Atlantic City look nice. No hotel. Great editing. Ooh, couple voice actors too. Nice. And some Rangers. I like in the banners. Some vendors around. My boy DJ Colin, Mean Green, Chelsea Lee, Power Ranger Turbo in space. Nerd with Nerd Talk Pop. I don't know, is it Legend of Nerd? More cosplayers, Power Ranger Space. Jessalyn, woo, she's pretty. Power Ranger in space. More. Wow. I never been to Atlantic City before, but it looks pretty nice. Like the Walking Dead episodes shot in Atlanta. Man, this is nice cosplay of the Megazord in detail of it. More cosplayers. Young Kid Tommy, Michael. Forgot his name. Man, wait a minute. The White Rangers too look pretty nice. Jack from Water Force, Black Ranger. I think Mean Green Tea, she told us that she's the actor. He's gonna sell his vest. We're in the TV show. Power Ranger Ninja Steel, the Blue Ranger. I think Chef Maku met her before. Picture with Zach, Walter Emmanuel Jackson. Ooh, a nighttime. Special thanks to everybody. Mostly, yeah. Mean Green showing her Power Ranger stop Orlando. Go follow them. They make awesome Power Ranger content. Also, it's a positive Power Ranger. And so far, that's it. Like, comment, share. See you on the next video. Peace. Alright, let me read some comments. Always like seeing how con go for others. Atlanta is a cool city and go to. Back. I only been there for layout or oh yeah, airplane. I went there for another convention. Nice walking city downtown mostly. Oh, I met city. She's a sweetheart. Yeah, she is. Mean Green. Yeah. Alright guys, then I'm going to show you I think Power Rangers. And you know that Power Ranger Morphicon is the biggest year every 2 years. And this is like my 4th time going to Power Morphicon. So if I go this year, it's going to be my 5th Power Morphicon. And I'm going to show you who's going to be here at Power Morphicon. So you got Kevin from the Power Ranger Donald series. I don't know who this guy is, but you got Philip from Water Force Blue Ranger. You got Jack from Black Water Force. You got Philip from Water Force. You got Anna, Jungle Fairy. Also, she was in the movie The Cabin, Cabin in the Wood with Chris Hemsworth. You got Kid Tommy, Michael. Then you got Mr. Force on Pink Ranger. You got one of the villains for Ninja Steel. Then you got Michael from VR Trooper. You got Jason and Paul, Book and Skull. You got Goldor, Barbara from Rita. You know, you got Traceline, Power Ranger Space, Turbo Little Ranger. One of the villains for RPM, Kevin from Power Ranger Samurai Blue Ranger, Scorpina. You got Alpha 5. You got Justin for Zane for Power Ranger in Space. You got Christopher Lee, Power Ranger in Space. You got Jeff, the White Ranger from Donald Ryan, some comic book guy, and Kyle Hagen, another comic book artist. And you got TJ from Power Ranger Turbo, Red Ranger, and Power Ranger Blue. Then you got David Talks. Then you got Christina Vincent for Power Ranger Lost Galaxy. You got Power Ranger Alexia, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Waterford Lelo. Narita. I didn't know they make two Ritas, actors. Then two actors, another actor for Divita. The two Divita actors, wow. Then you got, fuck her name. Nakia, Turbo, and Zio. You got Lightspeed Rescue. Then you got Lightspeed Rescue from Lieutenant Ranger Captain Sellerman. Then you got your Sentai Power Rangers actors. Then you got your Psycho Ranger Ray Ranger, Brandon Mayes, Donna Charger. Then another Sentai Power Ranger Gear Ranger, red, green, and yellow. Then another Zeo. Pink Ranger. Then you got, then time for Quantum Ranger, the Sentai for Quantum Ranger. You got your Karen Ashley, Walter Emmanuel Jones, Steve Cardenas, Jason Font, Peter, Ninja Steel. Then you got Alex for the Red Samurai Ranger, more Sentai Rangers. And so far, that's it of the Power Ranger going to be at Power Morphicon, but there are going to be more guests coming soon. So I will give you guys more updated who's going to be there. And that's it. Like, comment, share. See you on the next video. Peace. And time for the main event. I need to find it. Oh, there it is. All right, guys, time to main event. I'm gonna find it. If you know that I like to cover Jason interview with Instagram Live, and you have a special guest, if you know him from WWE, he's a ring announcer, Mike Roman, and you're gonna talk to him. He also, I found his YouTube channel, Mike. He's a big Power Ranger fan. So, fair use. Let's get into the details.
What's up, everybody? This is JDF. Just right on time. I'm doing the JDF IG live show. So each day at 7 p.m. Central Time, I will bring you a new guest in the industry, ranging from comic books to wrestlers to Son of Anarchy to owners of Comic Cons, of Bat and the Sun will be here on Friday. So I'll make an announcement on each show. Before we do get started, we have a special guest today. We have Mike Rome. I always say Mike Rome. Mike Rose, who I work with. Mike Rome, sorry. I just call you Mike. Anyway, from WWE, he'll be coming on today in just a little bit. I would like to say we have a few contest giveaways. The first time we went live, we're giving out these pictures. We already picked 3 winners. Jason Font, Catherine, awesome. They're numbered and all that good stuff. We picked out 3 winners. All you have to do is comment randomly throughout the interview, and then we'll just pick out 3 winners, and then I'll screenshot it, pick out random 3 winners. Yesterday, we first day we went live with Leo Rush, which is amazing, and we went with Chris Casamassa, my instructor who played the original Mortal Kombat. So what we did was give away the White Rangers yesterday. Let me set this camera up. We gave away the White Rangers yesterday, and today, during me and Mike's little broadcast interview-ish, we were giving away the Green Ranger, Bat and the Sun. So we'll be giving 3 of these away. All right. So anyway, wanted to thank you for tuning in today. I know we have 86,000 seconds, 86,400 seconds a day, and I appreciate you guys taking your time. Let me see if Mike is on here now to take a look and see if we can get started. But I do want to thank you guys. You guys have been amazing. And went off there a little bit. Derek, you're going to be on the show soon too. I appreciate you coming, and we have a good lineup. And Derek will be on the show, I think, next week, I believe. So let me know, Mike, when you're on here. Hit me up. Take a look right now. I don't know if you hit a request, but hit a request, and then I'll pull you in. In the meantime, we're just gonna, just talk BS about stuff. So if you guys are at the karate school as well, Mike, I just saw you. If you guys are at the karate school as well, online training is going on right now, literally right now. So we have instructors from New Jersey and Texas teaching you online. At the RSK Texas, but you have to send a request, and it's for students only. But anyway, let's bring in Mike, go live with Mike and see how that is here. I'm still working out some of the details, guys. Sorry about that. Questions. Oh, man. All right, let's go. Check out Mike. Here we go. Bringing him in. And pick up any second now, unless the Wi-Fi is being a little iffy on us. Connecting. Here we go. Hey. What's up, dude? What's up?
Hanging out, man.
Look at that office, dude. Puts me to shame. Puts me to shame. I got one. Well, this fan actually made the Louis Vuitton helmet for me, so we got that. And I'm kind of running a little bit on. I got everything strategic.
Let you guys know, sometimes my internet is kind of acting up, but sometimes it's JDF internet too. So we're at the same page.
Stable right now. So anyway, how are you doing, man?
Good, man. Time off is good.
Yeah, I know. It's been going crazy though, right? Like it's just everything's going crazy. Anyway, you mind telling if you guys just tuned in?
This was during the pandemic era, 2020. So let you guys know.
Jason and Frank, the Green Ranger, and we have
Mike Rome, WWE ring announcer, Monday Night Raw, backstage, everywhere.
You know what's crazy, Mike, and I'll pull people on. I just started this just to give me something. I wouldn't say something to do, but to kind of entertain the fans while all this stuff is going on, because I think social media right now is kind of blowing up. It is making a lot of people. My camera's slowly dipping. It is making a lot of people reach out to fans and talk to people now, but this is something you've been doing for a long time. It's something positive for the fans. But one thing I don't do is when I hang out with everyone I bring in is we just kind of like talk about life. And today it's true. I kind of want to talk a little bit about all these cool things behind you. God, I need to be there and you need to be here. Look, I just have a blank wall.
Bro, you have no idea. Like, you know how like at your house you have like pretty much like most of it's in boxes and like you kind of have an idea of where things are. So I took I had some time off. Well, now I have a lot of time off, but before that I had some time off, and I actually went through all my boxes and put stuff up and realized I don't have enough space in the room that I chose. So there's still stuff in boxes. Like I don't know if you can see like over in the corner, like right up in here, all this stuff's still in boxes. And then I still have all the stuff from when I was a kid that's in Tennessee right now that I haven't even brought up here because I can't. I'm not room for it. And then there's a closet here, and this thing is filled with boxes of stuff.
Wow, man. I tell you what, I got a lot of stuff. I got a whole storage unit, dude, like full of boxes and stuff. And I have cool stuff, like the Lucky Draw Saba. Like, I think only 10 of them. It's all red. It was Japanese. I think it was Lucky Draw. I did the toy 100 of that. It's super, super rare. So I always put stuff aside. I'm going to display this. I'm going to display this. So I got boxes of normal stuff. And then I got boxes of really rare stuff. But from the outside, they're just boxes. So I don't know which one's which. I've actually lost, track of everything now. But it's good to have that. I was thinking, oh, I have my office here, and I don't have a lot of stuff. But then I was thinking, for the show, I do have a mock-up of the Legend of White Dragon helmet that they.
Oh, that's awesome!
Mocked up.
Dude, you gotta since you're showing that. Hold on, I got one for you.
Okay.
This professional 32 TW SSD, capable of holding the entire collection of the New York Public Library, is something you won't find at Best Buy or any electronics retailer, even if you were willing to drop $1,000.
Check this thing out.
Dude, that's dope. That is dope. Did a fan make that? Because I think we got the similar one, dude.
Yeah, this is
I gotta show you.
There you go. Like lights up. It's all green and stuff. Oh, nice. That's awesome.
That's really cool with the dragon dagger inside the stone. I wish I had that.
Yeah, it's on my desk. I don't know how to light it up, but here.
Mine has a little plug in here.
There you go. I got this.
Yeah, I just got this one, and they're gonna kill me because I can't. I think it's like Bulletproof Studios. I think did this one, but
so dope. Yeah, I don't know who.
Awesome.
I get stuff. I get stuff to me, and then it's very fragile, so I'll put it in a box and and all that stuff. But one thing that's super cool, dude, is I started these. I know we're just if you guys just tuned in, welcome and
welcome to our toys.
Yeah, so I had these toys a long time ago from Scott from Power Morphicon. I think it was back in 2008. So I did the show, and he said he'll make some toys for me. I'm gonna have to get you one because I will. I promise to get you. I got about 4 or 5 left. So he made these toys at Power Morphicon, and I was pretty impressed because I'm showing it now. So we made the Power Morphicon. Actually, it was 2010. So we made these toys, super collectible. Some people have them out there, but it's just super. Every tattoo that's on my body is like exactly what I have.
Wait, is it accurate though? Like if you were to like stand next to it?
But since 2010, I do have some new tattoos.
That's really cool that UFC fight Jason David Frank. That's really cool. With the broken morpher, that's awesome. And go, yeah, it is awesome, Trev.
So I have to do an update.
You got to update the figure now,
dude. To the Cobra tattoo. To everything is accurate. I mean, even this is pretty accurate to my sleeve. Anyway, I was impressed when I got this, and then it was like, yeah, had 40 of them, gave them away, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's becoming super rare. But this was my figure from my first fight. The shorts I wore to everything to my debut fight. So every sponsor on there was actually on my shorts. I mean, this is what I look like minus all. I was stacked, but not this stacked. This was like my first fight.
Watch this. Watch this. I feel like there you go. Look at this. Look at this.
Yes, there you go, dude. There you go. Old school. I'm gonna have to give you one of these too, man. Liquid Sky Power and say, there you go. I'm gonna have to dig through my box since everyone out there is probably like, give me something too, but I'm gonna dig through my box to find some cool stuff for you.
I'm pretty sure I got that shirt at that Anime Fest in Orlando like forever ago.
AFO.
Yeah, like years.
Yeah. You know what I like about you is that because when I was growing up, I collected different comic books and things like that. I was going to ask you the question of what do you prefer. I was going to text you and make sure I ask you, but what would you prefer, Marvel or DC?
Oh, dude,
dude, I get that question all the time, so I got to put you up now. I noticed DC in the back.
I'm gonna throw it down like this. When it comes to comic books, I grew up with detective comic books like Batman, obviously.
Yeah, I do that.
Batman was my dude. Oh, my Batman.
Yeah, mine was DC comic book because I would like reading The Flash more. Because, yeah, he's my favorite superhero, and I have a tattoo of that.
You got a lot of that new one you got. Is the new tattoo done, by the way?
This one is just Arkham Asylum.
Nice.
Yeah, that's like week 2 of that. We're about to go back in a couple of days and get another thing added to it. What'd you say?
You got no Power Ranger tattoo. You showing me Batman.
Oh, bro,
Power
I got a whole arm. I got a whole arm ready.
All right.
I'm gonna give me a Lord Draken down here.
Yeah, I got the Lord Draken. We'll continue They could have been gods. Anyway, we'll continue to talk. So you were saying you're a big Batman. Big Batman. There you go. Big Batman fan.
Yeah. So I grew up with like the darker stuff. So I always grew up with like Batman and love Batman Beyond. My dad was a huge Punisher guy. Grew up with Silver Surfer. So I was kind of all over the place. But I feel like DC comics were my thing. However, if I were going to say cinematic universe, it would hands down be Marvel.
Sure.
Marvel's got that on lock, and their storylines are fantastic, and I don't even care that they changed half of them. They're just great. But comic book wise, I've always been a DC guy, with the exception of like I read Iron Man and Captain America, obviously. Like those were great ones, but yeah.
It's crazy, man. Like I think TV, I don't know if TV is dominated by DC now or Marvel, but I definitely know the movies are. I mean,
I'll say DC Comics is great at doing the animated. So like everything they've done animated, all their animated movies are solid, like even their cartoons and stuff. But then when it comes to the movies, it's like they're trying to figure out what they're doing, and
I agree because I feel like the DC comic movies, it's alright, but their animated one, they're good. Like Flashpoint, good, or any the Justice League movies for the anime, good compared to real life action. That's my opinion. But I love James Gunn did the Superman movie, really good. Can't wait for the Supergirl movie. And he did the Peacemaker was really good.
kind of all over the place. I'm hoping they get it soon.
I do too, man. I mean, as you know, I haven't seen it yet, but I was very happy to be part of that Valiant universe, which I do. I'll be honest, I was a comic book collector, and I'll give you my answer on the universes, but I never heard of Valiant. I really haven't. I collected a lot of Marvel, DC at the time. We'll get to my answer, but I never heard of Valiant. So when I did Bloodshot, I was very excited about it. Actually, things always work out for the best, man. Like I haven't seen it yet. I know Valiant's trying to hit into this universe, which is Marvel and DC, and it's very hard.
Did they push it back?
No, it came out this weekend, last weekend. You know, and there's mixed reviews. I haven't seen it. I'm gonna really look at it, not be biased. I'm just gonna look.
What an awful time to drop a movie.
It's dude. It's gonna be one of those things where, like, I grew up with like Batman, Jack Nicholson's Joker, Mike Keaton. I mean, I'm showing my age, but I also grew up with Adam West because my dad would watch Batman.
Oh, same.
I grew up with, you know, I love the paying that I think I'd say cheesiness because Power Rangers was, but I tell people kids eat cheese all the time, dude. It's like their favorite. It's their favorite thing, macaroni and cheese and all that. So I did grow up on that, but I'm curious now because when I was growing up and going to a comic book store, I'm really wondering. I used to go to Eagle Rock Comics. I'm sure they're maybe still around, but every weekend I'd go to Eagle Rock Comics, and I'm wondering if there was a Marvel section and a DC section because I was always stuck and captivated in the Marvel world. I don't think I went to the other side.
Yeah, so I think, if I remember correctly, when I would walk in, there was always a couple things in there. Like, I would always walk in and there would be the Captain America and the Avengers arcade game that was in there, which is part of the reason why I downloaded it, because it was like one of my favorite things to do. So I'd always sit there and play that. But I feel like the comic stand was always like either a circular or whatever. And you'd walk there and you just kind of look, and it was always the daily releases. So it was everything. So the time when I was younger, it was Marvel, DC. I think Image was just coming out. Valiant had a couple of things. It was kind of all over the place, and there wasn't very many. Now there's so many tiny comic book companies, and back then there was you would never see them in the comic store. Like if somebody dropped something, you would never see it. But then you would go to like the dollar and the penny bins, and you go through all that stuff. But I don't think there was like a Marvel and DC section. Like I think it was just like, hey, welcome to the comic book store. Whatever you like is here.
I think so, man. I mean, it's funny because I used
That's true. They're like a mix of DC comic and Marvel comic. But then I put like Marvel one section and another one DC. They're going by their names, like Captain America, Flash, like alphabet order. Some comic book stores I know
pay 60 cents for a cover price, and I'll be honest, dude. I collected it because it was intriguing to me how you can buy. I'm dating myself, a 60-cent book and end up holding so much value in it. It was like gold or silver at that time, and I was young. But I also knew what I was doing because I would buy 2 comics, one for myself, and I had a friend named Shannon, wherever he's at. He used to be made fun of all the time because he had, you know, a so-called girl's name, so I would always stick up for him about that bullying stuff. So I was happy. We'd go and eat Del Taco, and we'd read comic books, and I would get 2. I would get 2, and I would put mine in the cover, and I would read his. But I'd be like, hey, let's read your comics. So mine was in a cover, and we'd read the comics, and that's when, you know, I say Wolverine was just Wolverine. And it's funny you talk about the bins, the cheap bins. I used to go in there and be like, oh, comics are wrinkled. I can't buy that even 60 cents or $1. So mine had to be like mint. We didn't have the grading as we did back then, but you know, I'm in there, you know, catching every reflection of, you know, and putting them in the sleeve. So I kind of knew back then, but to answer your question, I got kind of stuck in the Marvel universe. Although I watched a lot of DC, I think I was more familiar with the DC, with the Superman and the Batman, that maybe something that was new at that time would captivate my attention. But you're right. I all I knew at that time, God, was Marvel, DC, and a few other comic books. I would say.
Yeah, I feel like I like more Marvel than DC. 'Cause I know all the characters from Marvel more than DC. 'Cause I only know Batman for DC, Batman, Superman, Supergirl, Flash, Green Arrow, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, Hawkgirl, Hawkman, Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl, Peacemaker, and many more that I know of. But Marvel, I know a lot.
I don't even know back in, I'm dating myself, 93. I'm not too sure, but I'd never heard of Valiant. I didn't. I just wasn't a big, the comic books maybe didn't hold the value that I was looking for. But now it's great, but it's very hard to create, well, I'd say another superhero, which we are doing, The Legend of the White Dragon, which is super cool. But
plug.
We're doing it for fun, right?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go out there and milk and make a lot of money. I'm sure everyone does it for fun, but as you know, studios, dude, can ruin brands with their ideas and people not understanding the brand. You know what I mean? So, it's
true.
Do you have comic book collection? Because I actually sold my collection to my instructor to get a karate school franchise. So my Shion, I traded that to get a karate franchise. So I gave up my whole comic book collection. I don't know, it was like 11 grand. I don't quite remember, but it was a lot of money for a franchise fee. And I remember I was almost so hurt on that. I said, well, I'm not going to buy those comics. If I'm not paying 60 cents, I'm not going to buy that.
Yeah.
So I see them around now, like Giant Size X-Men. I see all these things, Wolverine first appearance. I see all this stuff and I'm like, I got a lot of stuff from Stan, but it's never going to leave my hands. You know what I mean? Which I'll have to give you a Stan Lee poster. I got quite a few of them. I'll get you one because you're one.
Add it to my collection.
It's very super rare. But so I would probably, it's hard to pick. Yeah, you're gonna definitely have to
over there.
You're definitely gonna have to hang this on your wall, dude. He made it. Wanted to do a Spider-Man. We did Big AppleCon, and he came up with the Spider-Man Ranger, and he wanted to collaborate and and take him to the fans because. It's funny, man. Things aren't about money right now. People are freaking out. I get it. I understand. But you have to understand that comics were just fun for me to do. Comic-Cons. I'm so glad I left them as a hobby because it's just a hobby right now. It's going to wait. Things are going to go. I'm more discouraged, I think, of the whole everything's stopping and everyone, it's very mental, but it's refreshing to go in that room right now. I'm not going to think of let's say I want to feed it the virus thing, dude. This is like superheroes, and your room is so uplifting.
Dude, this is so that's the thing is I go to a lot of cons just for fun. I just like to walk around and see stuff and find stuff in my collection. But I grew up with all that stuff, and I do still have all my comic books.
Yeah, I like to go to cons. It's more fun and walk around, look at the banners. Ask questions, see how much the price costs. There's a girl different vendors sell the same thing, but you have to vote for your wallet, which one cheaper, one we can get, and meet celebrities.
When I was a kid, and then there was a brief period of time after I worked for Nickelodeon that I worked for a software company, and I had a business job. And I was making good money. So I actually went back and bought, I was so afraid the bubble was going to pop. I went back and bought all the comics that I couldn't afford when I was a kid, first appearances. I went back and I got Deadpool's first appearance. I went back and Juggernaut, and all these X-Men characters and all the whatever. I was trying to get all the number ones, and I ran out of time. I got most of everything I wanted, but I still have everything. But I wanted to basically make this room, it's such a mashup of a bunch of things. I have all these arcade. I've got 4 arcade machines in here, and then
I love it. See Turbo back there too. We got the Turbo and Batman.
Let's see what I can
do. White Rangers. You got a lot of good stuff in
there. All right. So I got Turtles in Time.
Turtles.
The Marvel thing. Got my little microphone so I can do voiceover stuff.
Yeah, I got the same one in my room. That's crazy.
I got all those. So this corner, you're not really gonna be able to see, it's really dark in there, but this is all the stuff I haven't done anything with.
Wow. Is that the jacket on the Red Ranger too? That's
the costume. Oh yeah. So we did a SmackDown and Raw in London or Manchester, I think it was, and they did both.
That was
I
great.
got this thing. Obviously, I got this one, and then you can kind of see all the like Funkos and random stuff. I got these two from Sideshow.
Okay, those are heavy, aren't they?
Oh, dude, they're huge.
God.
And then obviously all this stuff, all the
People gotta
Batman
carry
stuff.
that in the
Oh,
con
dude,
area.
people carry. I've watched people carry those into the cons.
Yeah,
All like DC stuff. All my Marvel stuff is over here. All the helmets.
Yeah, you do got a lot. So that is a very hard question.
Damn, you got a lot of helmet. So far on, I have Lorze, Billy, and Kimberly helmet.
To ask, I guess, DC and Marvel. I guess Marvel got me my franchise fee for the karate school. So, but yeah, it's crazy. When I did cons, I just honestly, Jared in Lexington called my school when I was teaching karate and said, "Hey, someone said, I don't Tam or someone said, hey, you got a guy on the phone for Comic Cons?" I said, "Does he want to sign up?" "No, I'm not." "What do you mean Comic Cons? Like we're hardcore school." And then he told me, and I said, "I'll come and I will look at the comics that I gave away." That's it. I was expecting to go like you, just walk around, and ever since then, it was super busy. And the Power Ranger fans are so great and hardcore that anywhere I go, dude, is the draw, the fan base, I think love of it too, like what we do. And that's why sometimes we hang out. I don't know, man. We just like hang out and chill and talk about stuff, but it's cool to see a room like that. I wish I was in there doing the interview, because you got a mix of stuff in there.
This is my Sanctum Sanctorum. That's why next time you come to Orlando, you got to come over. You got to work it out. I know last time you were a little far away.
Yeah.
I mean, we were like, I think we were like an hour away.
Yeah, dude, you know how those shows, and I do want to ask a few things with the traveling schedule and with your guys' WWE stuff, but you know when it is like traveling, dude. I was just talking about you today that you guys, in general, travel from shows to shows, and these guys you're in front of the camera, looking fresh, good-looking guy, never look tired. What is the secret with that? What is the secret?
I look tired all the time. It's filters, baby, filters. Honestly,
I don't know, man. It's the energy.
Yeah, so here's the thing: is like if you don't enjoy what you're doing, like if you don't have a good time, there's no like you find something you love doing, because like the traveling itself, like it does get exhausting sometimes. But like in every city I go to, I always try to go do something or see something in that city, because I don't want to look back like 10 years from now and be like, man, I went everywhere and saw nothing.
Yeah,
I went everywhere and did no things. But it's nice to get out and get fresh air, especially when you're in times like this. You can look back and you can look back and be like, oh man, I did some cool things. Like I've been going back through my just going through stuff. And speaking of Power Rangers, fans, it's really cool because the WWE universe is awesome in itself, and you have fans from back in the day and the time that I was watching as a kid, and then fans from now, and then sometimes.
Yep, WWE universe. It's more fun. Stomach. It's almost done. All right, I need to eat something. Stomach. So growling.
Sometimes those intersect, but you also have. I've met so many awesome Power Ranger fans through this, and it's kind of funny because you find out, and people are like, "Oh, you're a Power Ranger fan." I'm like, "Yeah, man." It's cool. I was like, I remember being in Toys R Us with my mom, and she's like elbowing people so I could get that Dragon Zord. You know what I mean? Like that. It was insane back then, but it's cool to meet people, like even as far as the UK Power Rangers, and like all the different like fan bases that are out there. It's cool to see that people keeping it alive.
Wow, even UK have a big Power Ranger fandom. Erlum, friend from the channel.
And people remembering something great from their childhood or something that they had, and sharing stories like that. Yeah, I remember when my parents were at Toys R Us, or I remember waiting for this, or watching this episode, or this and that. And it's such a cool thing. And to find out how, you know, the fan bases kind of intersect there, it's such a cool thing. It's like, oh, awesome.
Totally, dude. I agree. When I went to the WWE in Houston, I went there, saw everyone. I think, I mean, I go there to visit. I don't, honestly, I'm not one of those, I don't watch a lot of stuff. You know that. So, but of course I know. I think because we're in it. People say, how is it? That's the universe that you're in. So you probably don't go back and rewind a lot of stuff because it's just too overwhelming, but you're in it. You're in it.
That's true. Because WWE fans or wrestlers, my bad, wrestlers are fans are Power Rangers because look at the New Day, Little Rush, Zack Ryder, the big Power Ranger fan, Ethan Page, Iron One.
At that moment, and you're in it during that time, which is great. So when we, you know, met up there, the WWE and the Power Ranger fans are amazing, man. I remember going there and they're like, JDF, and I was like, oh, okay, let's quiet down there a little bit because this is a different art. You know what I mean? The WWE is a different art. I'd be silly to say, yeah, put me in it if I don't know all the quiet. They work really hard. So I give props to everybody out there who's working and traveling and working through injuries. I've talked to a lot of you and including a lot of other wrestlers like John. John's a great guy. I talked to him because we did, you know, Ninjak versus Valor Universe. You're hurt, you're going to continue, and that takes a lot, man. So the fan base is definitely.
You're probably talking to John Morrison about it. Hey, that part why he isn't in Banner of the Sun because of JDF.
Awesome, which is super cool. And the cosplayers, they're I wouldn't say advertising because that sounds like a cheaper, but they're keeping the brand alive by walking around the con and dressing as the Green Ranger. You know what I mean? And see, I wasn't part of that when I asked you the DC or the Marvel universe, because when I see Power Rangers, I don't, even though we went back and did Marvel, Power Rangers, I was a comic book collector. So when I did Bloodshot, I was like, oh, that came from 1992, 1 year before 93, and it was actually a comic book. So Power Rangers, for me, we made the history of making it a comic book, like with Boom and all that stuff, that it's so great that we're actually part of the universe. But, you know, we were a little on Marvel, and then we did the DC, then the Green Ranger, you know, Superman. It just was cool to see that it finally became, I would say, in the comic world, because we talk about, and I'll ask you too, but we talk about in 93, we did this without social media, dude. You know what I mean? Like, we got through it without this. And because of this, though, it is making life harder on us with bad stuff like viruses. It's because of the social media that can, man, we did it the hard way. We did it the old school way. And that's what I'm proud of, because if we had, like I said, if we had it easy, it would be used. Like people always say, like, if God had FaceTime, he would be using it. So it ain't a sin, because he'd be like sitting there and FaceTiming everyone. He probably wouldn't even be walking in his sandals. He'd be like, hey, FaceTime. That's how easy things are nowadays with social media. So, and speaking of the wrestling stuff, and I know people ask me, and this is so cliche to ask, but is there any, you'll be like me, my special moments of Power Rangers, before I ask you any special WWE moments, is obviously when I was the Green Ranger, I knew nothing about the costume. I saw it, I was sold, I wanted to do it. And then working with my brother, because it was very hard working with my brother, because it brought out the craziness in me. So it was like two dogs running around the field. I didn't really feel like action. I felt like just talking to my brother, running around and having a good time. But
oh yeah, talking about Power Ranger Zeo, Eric.
That was good memories, because we're both not from Hollywood. He became my brother. It was like I got him a job behind the scenes, and then he was on the scenes. So he was in front of the camera, which at that time was going to kind of write for the Gold Ranger, kind of going for that type of thing. And then Hollywood kind of got to him a little bit. And standard things in Hollywood is when you ask for stuff, most likely you're going to go to a peace conference. That's just reality. You know what I mean? So,
drop the peace conference in there.
But
JDF, that's what happened. You went to the peace conference. Austin St. John, Walter, 20. They want more money for the toy sale. So Biden said, nope, sending you to the peak conference. A little jab out there, JDF.
it's just,
My guys,
but that's
enjoy the peace conference.
But that's the way Saban neutral, they handled it, you know, and all the kids, you know, and it was a good positive thing. What I'm saying is if we had social media.
Every kid in the world at that time was like, yo, why are they going to a peace conference? Why would you give this up?
Yeah. And so they do kind of, you know, spin things. But if we had social media, it would make things, it would be so much harder for us to, you know, hide the shield that's not a Japanese footage shield. You know, it would be a lot harder to do that nowadays. You experience anything? I mean, I'll ask you about your WWE, but you experiencing things that are harder now with social media? You're young, so you don't quite remember, but are in the last 8 years, have you seen a shift with social media?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's one of those things where you kind of, I mean, wrestling in general, back in the day, if you think about, you know, Hulk Hogan and, you know, the NWO, all the stuff from, you know, years ago, Junkyard Dog, Andre the Giant, you would see it in magazines and you would see it in person.
Yeah.
But there was never any internet. So if you saw somebody on your screen or in the magazines, like, oh, you're like, oh man, that's who that guy is, not realizing it.
Apparently you can go from 0 to a complete site in just a single prompt with Wix Harmony. I don't know if this is going to be possible. Or vibe coding meets.
Yeah.
They're different. It's a character, whatever. So it's hard nowadays because the internet kind of, you know, changes everything. You didn't have to worry about information getting out or any of that stuff. And, you know, you could just watch things, movies, anything, spoilers. And now it's like, man, I got to avoid the internet because if I don't,
yeah,
it's going to ruin it for
I
me.
think also, I think it shows your true characteristics too, though, because obviously you're taking time doing this for me. I know we're friends. I put this together. I'm like, you know, like I got a lineup with different people, and you were, of course, you guys, I text, you know, 10 people that I know are down for it, and you all just came together. There's a few people that I was expecting to come that straight out was like, nope, good luck. And I was like, okay, understandable, because not everyone, you know, is into social media, and people always ask, well, what do I get out of this? There's nothing. I think right now, just feed the fan base, give them something positive to watch. I do think now with social media, it will kind of But I went outside the box and tried to do things that were different, like poems, and everybody.
It's not my guys. It's Jason. It's the audio for him.
Complete their task or proof. Like my instructor yesterday, he played Mortal Kombat in the movie. Dude, during this time, they were always in Hollywood. Not one time did I ask them, hey, so a Scorpion in Mortal Kombat? That's what I'm around. Just like you, I saw you. I was looking through your post, and you post just things of wrestlers that.
Let you guys know. If there's no audio, it's not me. It's Jason David Frank Internet. So let you guys know. Yeah, you're talking about Scorpion. Remember I talked about that this week or last weekend? I don't know, remember? But you're talking about his trainer.
Around you, but that's life. That's not like that's your life, right? But other fans kind of want to know it. So I appreciate you being like true and I think real to the fans and giving them something. And, you know, and on top of that, you know about this industry, dude. You know about the Rangers, you're a comic book collector. So you're not just, you know, writing.
Hardcore nerd.
No, dude. Well, that's good though. Everyone on here, everybody, I think, has a nerd in them. But it's at that one time where we were, doing Power Rangers, and growing up, it was super cool. And then it went through a high school stage where it was like, oh, I'm in high school. Even though people are watching it, even though they got toys, I'm in high school. But see, now high school people, Jenna's friends, they come over, they love Power Rangers, which is so amazing to see high school go, yeah, I like Power Rangers. And, back then it was kind of like just coming up. So now the love of this age group, teens and kids, I don't think this is just ever going to stop. I think it's just going to be great content forever, no matter how old you are.
I agree. Dude, I can watch a lot of that. I mean, everybody has their shows, everybody thinks back to when they were a kid and is like, hey, that's my show. I could watch it over and over and over again. And like, for me, it's one of those things where I have such great childhood memories of that, just like sitting around or going around the TV, that, and like, it was like Fox Saturday Morning.
Yeah. When I remember watching Power Ranger, like back in days, like VCR, VSS, you can record episodes. I did that, watching it over and over and over, watching Power Rangers. I missed that day, but now we can have it watch a live stream.
Things like just in general, like the different shows that would come on, and like Batman the Animated Series, when that would come on. Like I have certain shows that I have that you attach feeling to, or like that you attach an emotional sentiment to, and that is one of those things. And it's cool that it's touched so many people, and then you can still come back around. That's what I find with wrestling too, is like I love meeting wrestling fans from like years ago. It's funny when we go to some towns, like you can always tell by the shirts people are wearing when they stopped watching, or if they watch now. Because I mean, wrestling now is very different than it was before. And when I was a kid, like I remember seeing The Undertaker come out the first time, and I remember watching that SummerSlam, and I'm like, oh man, this guy. Survivor, I think it was Survivor Series, not SummerSlam. But yeah, I remember watching him come out first time, and I was like, oh, this is insane. This guy's scary. And like, working with people that I saw as a kid is awesome. It's every kid's dream to do those things. But it's just also like, you gotta find, like I said earlier, you gotta find what makes you happy and like stick to those things, because there's so much craziness, and especially like with the internet you're talking about, like it's done some good things and it's done some bad things, but I try to stay towards all the good stuff, because I don't have time for any of the negativity, man.
I try that too. I've noticed a little bit more on my social media, even when I talk about lean on faith and understand and not talk about medical reports. I'm simply saying that if you say this is what's going to happen, you could hope for a miracle, dude. Things could change. And I'll tell you right now about don't listen to the medical reports, meaning don't listen to media. Power Rangers was nothing. They all made fun of Power Rangers. Everybody said, it sucks. It's a joke. You're going to be out of a job. Everybody said, if we believed them, Haim Saban never would have took that chance to do it. And that's the thing I'm trying to say, that it's not over because someone says, and I'm not saying anything about this. People are kind of jumping it. I'm not saying anything about that. Just say, don't believe sometimes, not that, with this going on, believe it, but there's always hope on the other side. Things could change. Miracles can happen. And I told you I was an X-Men collector. And when X-Men.
True. He's an X-Men collector. His favorite X-Men character is Wolverine.
Cartoons were on at that time, and I loved them, but yet I'm on a show, Power Rangers, and they give us the crappiest spot on television. Was a half hour before X-Men, very early in the morning, and we crushed it. We killed it. We beat X-Men. Here, I'm an X-Men fan, and I'm coming up as this new superhero, a Green Ranger, and I collect X-Men. I do stuff, and we ended up killing the ratings. And Fox said, we'll give you a chance. We were filming the show already the whole season, and they already canceled. That's like you filming WWE, and it's not coming out, and they don't tell you they canceled. But then on the end of the day, they didn't even waste time to tell you because it continued. So it was crazy how I was working, and the show was already canceled. But we didn't know it because we didn't yell, fire, fire, fire. The producer just didn't say nothing to us, and then behind the scenes worked it out. No,
Trying to get those episodes out of you guys.
Yeah, dude. And then the next thing you know, here we are so many years later with you growing up on people watching the WWE, and now you're around them, which is kind of your life, and you're around a lot of celebrities. But what's cool is that you get just to do what you want and live life with your passion. And I don't truly feel, you know, people are living with passion. We all have problems, dude. Like, you don't think on Power Rangers there wasn't a time where I said, oh, dude, I can't do this no more? Was there a time through training? I went to a seminar, and every top grandmaster black belt said, raise your hand if you all wanted to quit one day. And every hand came up. And I was actually kind of shocked. I was younger instructor. I was like, oh. And they said, hey, every good black belt is a white belt that always, you know, that thought about giving up, but they never did. So that's kind of here, is just never give up and follow the passion. And it's no BS stuff. I know sometimes I come off and sound like an info commercial, right? But it's the truth. And I think that's what's great about you. We all have struggles. Everyone I know in the industry probably wants to do something else than they do. But we're blessed with who we are, because it'll get us to that next level. And things change. Passion might change. Next, you might be the next cast on Power Rangers. All of a sudden, you don't even care about the WWE. Now you're carrying the brand. So wherever our destiny is, I really do feel that that's kind of the stuff happening in the world now. It's almost meant to be, so we can cure this stuff. And everything's a shift timeline, and it's affecting everything right now. You know what I mean? Mentally for you, and ask, but what would you tell people that are discouraged, that, you know, I mean, all we can do is say things will get better, but how are you getting day by day, and what's your mindset?
Ever wondered what you'll look like in the future? Child, teen.
I mean, the thing is like, I mean, it's different for me. It's different for everybody, obviously, but you know, I'm so used to traveling so much. Like, now I'm actually home, and I've been trying to go back through and lost connection to, you know, there, or cleaning up my office, or scaring my girlfriend, or doing those kind of things. I've just been trying to find the things that make me happy that I'd never had time for before. And that's the thing, is just we spend so much time go in the world, and like doing the things that we think that we're supposed to do. This is the time that we can actually take to slow down and reconnect with those things that we forgot about, that made us who we are, or made us happy. And that's kind of, and I'm also planning out a bunch of new scare videos. So
yeah, that's good. How's she doing, by the way? You guys are funny. I love you guys. I tried looking at now I'm gonna post that video too. They're scaring me in the car, but that's crazy, man. You know, one thing that you said that just got my attention, activated, which probably people just didn't even think about, is clear office. People probably didn't even grab that. We're so busy that sometimes we can't even clean stuff or organize or hanging stuff. So to actually think about how just an easy, simple task for everyone else becomes very hard in the struggle. And there's a lot of things I don't have my hands on. There's a couple books that Boom has, a couple hardcover books that's signed by Saban, Melissa, and then Kyle, a bunch of other people. It's just like maybe Kyle didn't sign. There's a book, like all the owners signed it, and it's like, oh, where'd you get this? They said in the secret package box, and there was like only 3 of them in the world. So those things would be super cool. But I do sign everything, and I just kind of put it away. So you're always you.
That's true. JDF signed everything, no matter what. Can I sign your shirt? Can I sign your book? Can I sign your movie? Can I sign your toy? Can I sign your arm? People ask and goes, yeah, sure.
Do stuff in a day to go
telling
through
you.
my boxes, because you'll be like,
I'm coming to Houston.
Sorry, guys.
I'm coming out there. I'm gonna check. That's the whole. I'm gonna come and empty the boxes.
Are you on FaceTime?
No, we're on Instagram Live.
Hi.
He's gonna let me come arrange his office. He looks like a raccoon. Oh God.
Mine. Oh, it's not in there, but mine looks just like a raccoon too. Cute. How much is how many pounds does the dog weigh? Hey.
He's fat.
My dog like 2 pounds, dude. 2.5 pounds. And he's growing. He's probably only gonna weigh maybe 6 pounds. That's it. Why are you being so weird?
Yeah, he's.
Hi. Somebody said hi to me.
she's not paying attention. She's just reading the comments. She came for the comments.
You're reading the that's why those people you're like not looking at me. Reading the comments. There you are, reading the comments right now.
She's going through reading them right now. Now the dog, I think Frankie read something he didn't want to read, so he's out.
Uh-oh.
He's like, I'm done, Mom.
So did
you see her on virtual reality earlier?
No, I didn't. Oh yeah, my God, that was so funny, dude. I think you do yourself. That's what I think you do. I love that video so much. Oh my God. You know when you get like, it's like so. Hey, you just keep that at work and keep tagging those videos.
I will. I mean, she was supposed to be getting ready to go outside because we were going to take a walk because we've been inside so much. And then I come downstairs and she's wearing the virtual reality. So I was like, well, if you got
that's so funny, dude.
Noise canceling headphones on and you're in virtual reality, you're going to get scared. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, dude. Of course. Yeah, for sure. That's for sure. Well, I like it. I thought it was funny.
Been on?
For a while.
How long?
So I got to ask you.
Are you trying to get him to do a
asked me to
walk?
think about it. Get out of here.
She just leaves.
What is the favorite piece you have? Yeah, right. Look at her. She's
out of the Power Ranger stuff.
I was gonna stay in the background. Yeah. What is your favorite piece right now that you collected over the years? It could be something
to us, dude.
You got from a set. It could be something that you were given. It could be something that was.
I have the. Hold on, let me see. I'll show you.
Ew.
Hold on. I'm coming. So I think originally this dragon dagger was sold. Okay, they took the first one, they sold it at a collectible shop. But when you come over, you got it's.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Because it's like this was actually when people say original screen use. I do see stuff, and it might have been screen used. But
Sorry guys, that's JDF internet cutting off a lot lately. Okay, you can tell on the Instagram, like you can see his face like kind of blurry. It's a 720p.
But we have like 20 turbo morphers, maybe 30. Maybe some were used in the stunts, maybe some weren't, but I can actually say this is the one that I just happened to have this one, Mike. I just happened to have
happened to have it on you.
It actually was sold at a shop and it was bought back because someone got in a lot of trouble for selling it. So I even signed it back in the days and my signature looks different. Look, it looks like a knockoff. Y'all see that out there? I would say this is not my signature. If I looked at it right now, I'd say you guys just bought a knockoff. But yeah, it's definitely mine.
How old is it?
1993. How old is that? That's the is that the San Diego one or no? That's the newer ones.
Yeah, it's the San Diego Comic-Con one.
Yeah. Way better than ours.
Literally,
dude. Look how good that looks. But this looks so old.
I can't tell. It looks fine to me. I literally went to Comic-Con and that year bought a bunch of stuff and sold.
That's cool, dude. Well, you got to save all that stuff, man. That's I saved everything. I even have the communicators. I have everything. But that would probably be my coolest. And I actually like that red Saba, the Lucky Draw. I think it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, the red Saba from Japan. I need to look at how much they're selling it on eBay.
I like it.
I have my Saba here somewhere. I don't know where it went to. I don't know where anything.
How can you lose a Saba sword? Your room is too packed if you're losing.
Bro, I have no idea where it went to. It was. Apparently, I do.
Dude, episode 2, The Search of the Saba. Dude, doesn't that sound like a TV show?
Wow,
The
I
Search
legit
of
have
the
no
Saba.
idea where it went to.
See, now
Look
you're
at this.
freaking out.
I have an
dude.
empty box. I have an empty box. I don't know where it is.
Uh-oh.
I have that Saba. When he bring it out, I buy it at Toys R Us before it went out of business. I buy it for like 60 or 80 bucks. Now it's worth like $300 to $400. Somewhere in my toy bin collectibles. Yeah, I would plan JDF to sign it before he passed away, a Power Morphicon, but it's kind of heavy. So I let him sign my action figure.
The Search of the Missing Saba.
Oh man,
Saga
that's not
will
good.
continue.
You want to see what I just this came this was San Diego Comic-Con this year.
Oh yeah. Oh dang.
Have you seen this?
I didn't see that one. No. You think they'd be sending this stuff? Oh, I did not see that. I saw it on this. I didn't know that was even a thing. I thought it was a knockoff.
No, it was a Comic-Con exclusive.
Wow. I thought it was just kind of someone painted it. So that's way. Be careful with that box, son. Dang. You're throwing that around. You gotta like put that in a paper wrapper. That's cool, dude.
I'm gonna take care of it. I promise.
All right.
I drag Green Ranger scooter. Sick. I didn't know they made it.
Yeah, I legitimately do not know. I don't know where my Saba sword is. That's so crazy.
Does that suck when
now I'm going to be spending
because that happens to me all the time, dude.
the rest of the night
My
looking for
mind
that
off
sword.
of it. Yeah, I know. I can't get my mind off stuff like that. I hate that. That's why all those boxes. When I miss something, I can't think about it because I need to label the boxes, man. Like those Stan Lee things. Oh my God! I think someone organized them, and I looked everywhere for hours. I had everybody looking for hours to find those Stan Lee posters, and they were sitting in the box the whole time right in front of me. Super crazy. But I'll let you go, man. I'll send you a text.
That's why I can't leave stuff in the box.
You need to text me when you find it because I know you're gonna find it and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I totally forgot I put it there. That's what's gonna happen. Now, everyone, the world waits for you. Now, the whole thing we did, everyone's waiting for you to find the missing Saba.
All I know is that, and I was trying to film a video. I was trying to film a video of me talking to the sword. I was trying to do something funny, and then I don't know where it went to. I do know where my bat signal is, though. So there's that.
Well, that's good. You do need to find the Saba. You know, I joke around with people. Just imagine this would probably be true. All right, so imagine you're the Green Ranger, right? You're you know, do the whole time. You're calling for power. You're calling for power. You're calling for power. Run at Japanese footage. We're calling for power, but then it's actually Saba in your mouth, and you're like, "Whoa, sorry about that, bud," because you're so used to this, you muscle, you know, thing that when you actually summon.
Are you saying you made out with Saba?
Yeah, and you're like, and they're like, just imagine that. Sorry, man, I have a muscle memory for the Dragon Attacker. So
stop, sir.
Please stop, sir. Yeah, which Tony Oliver did do the voice of that. Tony's great. Tony Oliver. I mean, man, I tell you, we did so much ADR that I tripped.
Yeah, Tony Oliver. He also did the voice of Saba and other voice actor Naruto who play Naruto dad and many anime characters.
About that Bryan Cranston 2 was a monster on Power Rangers. Making like $100 doing a monster, and that's how Dave got his last name, which is super crazy. We would make fun in the ADR booth and be like, I don't have a last name. We don't have parents. We don't have anyone. We're just kids around in Angel Grove with powers until Tony said, "You have a last name. It's Oliver." So he'd laugh because his name was Tony Oliver. So then Tommy Oliver was established. And same thing with David Cranston. He did the voice of a monster, and they're like, okay, let's just name him Billy Cranston. So they named those people after those things, and then here we are. It just becomes history years later. So I'm stuck with
And the
Tony's
fact that
last name, and
he ended up coming back to be Zordon, which is like
I know,
like,
dude.
So crazy. Okay, what did you think of that movie?
So I'll be honest, the truth is I've never seen the end of the
You're talking about the movie 2017 one, the Power Ranger one.
movie yet because I got kicked out of the theater. I just never seen the end of the movie, which totally sucks because when I was out there talking to security and trying to get my camera, I heard everyone started clapping. I think people should be connected to the universe like Star Wars. I really do think people should be.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, friends told us about that story about JDF recording. He was kicked out of the movie theater based on the true story. You heard from Francis and you heard from JDF, his own.
Connected to the universe. Yeah. I think there should have been a little bit more fighting. I do understand that they were doing a saga of films, but we need I talked to Larry. I think Larry Lamb's going to do this too. He's I talked to him about coming on the show. I'm booked for the next week, but he's the stunt coordinator, Larry Lamb, and Power Rangers, and they were hired for stunts, and they were waiting around because there wasn't much of it. But it's a movie.
They were trying to build, there was a lot of exposition in it.
Yeah, dude. So like movies, I get scared that people are going to ruin it. You know, when they remake something.
When you think of Power Rangers, though, like I think everybody morphs so in this TV series that like the fact that nothing happened in the movie for so long, people were like, why is there so much going on? I didn't mind the movies, but I'm all for everything's got to change. Obviously, it's got to be different for different generations and whatever. And
yeah,
I'm all for that stuff. But I think that a lot of people are ready for stuff to happen way sooner than it actually did. So they kind of checked out before any of the good stuff actually happened.
I know. Well, what sucks is that they're pulling, they're making it for kids now. Like, I mean, that's why, honestly, man, I want to do something like the Green Rangers, the Lord Draken, and that's why we're moving on to the Legend of the White Dragon. Is that even though it might be a separate entity, fans do want to connect stuff together, and there's a fan base that I don't have to say. We've been saying this for a long time. You miss opportunities sometimes. There's opportunities that are missed. That understanding. I always say the Starbucks language. Power Ranger language is much like the Starbucks language. People don't understand unless you are trained to talk a vente, a tall is a small. Power Ranger talk is very, and understanding it is very, you have to understand it. And the JDF IG live show. I will be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Time, and I will bring on Jimmy from Comic-Con. So bring all your Comic-Con questions that you guys have. He's an amazing guy, just good all around, good fan, knows the genre, good businessman. So I'm bringing you a lot of things on my Instagram as well. A lot of business people that can help you through the financial situations that everyone's having here. But I will tell you this. Hustle your passion. Mike, you're right. Be passionate about what you do and hustle your passion. And that's kind of what I'm doing here, telling everyone I'm very passionate about my fans. I appreciate you guys. Even though there is no Comic-Cons right now, we are making a Comic-Con every day from my office here at the JDF headquarters, where I am cooped up and going crazy, but we're all going to get through this. And much love to everyone. And cool fountain pen. Thanks for sending me this fountain pen. Anyway, guys, tomorrow, stay tuned. Jimmy will be joining us, and have a great lineup. All right. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. God bless America. We have 86,400 seconds a day. And I wanted to thank you for this opportunity. You are allowing me seconds and minutes of your time. In fact, we had 60 minutes today. So if you watched it, thank you. If not, you can go to my YouTube channel at JDF FFN, where you can watch us and many other things. So thank you guys so much, and I will talk to you soon. Mike, thank you, buddy.
So, what do you think about this JDF interview with Mike from the WWE ring announcer? Talk about toy, collectible, Marvel, DC stuff. About the sub, talking about the movie 2017, or the Preef friend. He said that. Think about a little bit his brother. Crazy stuff, man. But like, share, comment. See you in the next video. Peace. Fun little interview. Mike was really into the geeky stuff. Yeah, definitely into like more into the Power Rangers. Let me see if I can find his YouTube channel and people go check it out. Let me see if I can find it. Jason David. Let me talk about Mike. How many interviews do I have left for JDF? I finished the whole saga. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 episodes left. That I need to cover. Let's see, I can find his YouTube channel. He's an up, up, down, down. Mike. Well, if I find it, I will put it in my channel later on. But yeah. Well, I will drop the link today, but yeah, I will add it in a video. Yeah. I will drop the link today, but my stomach need to eat something because with growling during the live stream. So I need to eat something. Last time I ate like at 1 o'clock. So I need to eat something just in case my blood sugar go low. So I'm gonna put a song and call it a day. Where is it? Oh yeah, I found it. Sorry guys. I'm gonna close it up. See you on the next live stream. Peace.
Pokemon by my side, nothing can stand in our way. Across the forest, over the seas, new battles waiting for me. Every Pokemon has a spark, a hidden power deep in their hearts. Through the storm, through the flame, every challenge builds our name. With every step we grow stronger, our bond will last forever longer. Pokemon, together we will rise, shining brighter than the sky. Side by side we face it all. When we stumble, we stand tall. Pokemon, our journey has begun. Like the stars, we will run through the night and through the day. With a Pokemon, we'll find a way. Rivals appear, the battle begins. Strategy, courage, and will to win. Every Pokemon learns and grows, stronger with the path we chose. When the road gets dark and cold, our hearts burn bright and bold. Every dream we chase tonight will guide us.